I heard like a street food chata or something.
Actually, you know what? Make it 2. Those are so good. I don't. I'll be bludgeoned into this. I'll make them. Just get 2 of the barbecue prawns. Then. They're so good.
Are we playing? What's
I'll
the deal?
have, like,
Got it.
They're setting up in the back still.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nolan Dow, how are you doing today, sir?
Good to see you, Mr. Laak.
Good seeing
How
you.
did you yesterday? Heard you did good.
Until the last hour and a half where I lost everything plus another 20. I surfed it up to 25, stayed stable for 4 hours, and then just burned it. I did an hour and a half burn, 45K from the top 25.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Poker Night in America's special cash game presentation of this Twitch show brought to you by 888 Poker, DraftKings, Crush Live Poker, and Giant Sunflower Seeds. This is a very special cash game presented by poker players that Twitch and stream out poker. As you can see, we've got some all-star poker players here. And this is a cash game, that's right. All these players are playing with real cash at the table, and these chips represent cash. You can see that Antonio Esfandiari has 15,000, Phil Laak, Elky, Dan O'Brien, Scott Ball from Twitch, Randy Lou, Jason Somerville, and Jamie Staples all are going to start off at this table. Word is that Phil Hellmuth is also going to come and play in the game in seat 5 as well. And we played this game yesterday, and at the end of the day yesterday, even though we started the game at only 25.50, we ended at 25.50 with a $100 straddle and a $200 dead ante on the button. And then in the last hour, everyone was anteing an additional $50. So we had $250 in dead money plus 25, 50, 100. And we were seeing routinely $10,000 and $20,000 pots in the last hour of the show. Some of the big winners for the show yesterday was Jason Somerville.
I think we should do
Phil Laak jumped out to a huge lead early on. He was up about $25,000, and then he lost about a $50,000 pot to Jason Somerville when he bloated that pot up with Queen 8 suited and lost to Ace King. Jamie Staples, who only last year, about a year ago, was playing $17 rebuy tournaments, won pretty big. He was up about $10,000 or $50,000, and it's good to see Antonio Esfandiari was a cash game specialist.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Well.
So first card from
One of
deck
the other
is
interesting
John.
storylines was
Back
that
to last
Randy
card.
Lou
That was
was
Phil
playing
and I's
over
mission.
12 million
And
hands online.
was
playing super
for sure. I'm
aggressive,
just saying, if we're here.
especially as the
The
game
rule
got down
where
to
it was
6
like your hand
max
is dead if you're not there when
towards
the
the
first
end.
card comes
With
off the
all
deck.
of that dead money in the pot, it was really kind of an entertaining thing to see. One of the other kind of fun things was that every time the dealers changed, they would do kind of a PLO flip, which is kind of a prop bet flip, and a lot of money would exchange hands there as well. So it looks like right here we're going to get into the very first hand.
Starts with Annie's.
That's
great. 25,
See if we
75,
can
150.
pipe
The
that
best.
table mic up.
What does?
High rollers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. So much better. So much better.
And for this do 7 game we were playing, you have to scoop it, not chop, not like run it twice and win the one and lose one. You have to scoop the whole pot.
Are we on for 7 deuce?
Yeah,
For sure. We're on. How much is it if
200.
200.
So you can see here, Randy Lou here has got pocket queens.
Sorry, let me turn that off.
Put your cards side by side over here. Over the spot.
Oh, this thing?
Antonio Esfandiari's raised it up here to 200 with 9-10 suited.
Yeah. RFID.
How much?
9, 8.
And he's going to re-raise it to 800.
You had a lovely morning this morning. How'd it go?
It was super love. It was beautiful.
Wow, look at this pot. Unbelievable. Esfandiari has flopped the nuts with a flush draw, and Randy Lou's got top set the very first hand here right away. And it looks like Lou has bet and just a call here from Esfandiari. A bet and just a call. I mean, just an incredible action flop. The very, very first hand right off the bat. 4,200 in the pot here. Pocket queens versus 9-10 of spades in a 3-bet pot. And there's no way that Randy Liu is not going broke here, only starting 5,000 deep. He's going to come out and bet again, and this hand just going to play itself here. Looks like about 2,000.
This is 10.
Yeah, I only gave you 15.
By the way, the black chips
So how
are
much is it for the installment?
100.
15.
The yellows are
Oh, okay,
1,000.
fine.
Those purples are 500, and the greens are 25.
All in.
And we got a bet, an all-in, and a call.
Wow.
1,700 all-in and a call. And sometimes they will run the
Wow,
cards
first
more than
hand,
once,
first
but
hand every time.
not
Set.
this time.
What do you mean?
River is
Flush.
the ace of spades.
Straight
Antonio
flush.
makes a flush that he didn't need.
Oh, here we go again.
Always first hand, all in. First hand, always all in.
There we go.
Wow.
Right off the bat.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty sick.
Mr.
I think I've
Esfandiari
never flopped like that in my life.
flopped the joint with backdoor.
Ever.
He flops top set.
Are we tipping later? Which
Yeah,
how do we
winner
tip?
Yeah,
tips.
winner tip.
Okay. Winner tip's good, I hope. Right, Vicky?
That's right.
You okay with that?
I think we did pretty good.
Well, you just
Shadow.
flopped it, huh, sir? 9-10 of spades.
What can I do?
It came 8 Jack Queen. I'm thinking, wow, that would be nice to have 9-10 here. You just had it.
Never mind, 9 times
Spades.
Wow, just had it.
Only 100 if you want to post your blind.
Wow. The
There we go.
condescension in your talk
There's
right
no
there.
condescension, okay? We were in the pits yesterday fighting, and I can already feel us both heading there right now. So,
Welcome to the game,
the beginning
Antonio.
of the friendliness.
Welcome to the game.
Yesterday, the two of us were probably in for like 60K at one point. We ended up, I ended up winning. He ended up almost even.
It's 100.
Thank you.
That's the star?
Straddle.
Is that allowed?
Right.
They do that in France, right?
Wait. 100 star is pretty weak. That's the minimum entry on the bottom of the star. You don't have to like, you have to put 200 dead, but you can put more if you like.
Yeah,
You're
up
like
to your
that.
stack.
Yeah. that's like what Phil does when he's gonna make a bad call. Like, let's do something good for the world. Give him 3,000 dollars.
Flop top set and had almost no chance.
Do something good for the world.
Glad I got in good.
500 dead.
It really looked like you did.
I thought it was first hand.
Wow.
Man, Jay Carver.
Elky gets 4-way action on his raise.
What's
Posting
your,
my,
what's your complaint now?
just tagging my Facebook, now I'm getting all sorts of nonsense.
You know, it auto-tagged you. I didn't even do it.
Oh, it just knows my
It
face.
just knows your face.
That's-
It I was going to take it off,
kinda
but I was
sick.
like, it already knows who you are, so I got to leave it on.
Phil Laak's going to bet with king high, and he takes it down.
Is Phil coming?
God, I
Hellmuth?
hope so.
He's a staple
There's
in these
no
things.
better cash game than when
He's white
Phil
getting
Hellmuth
dropped off?
playing.
He had a good
Grab
time
it.
yesterday.
Oh, tell him to grab me a
Him and
coffee.
Negreanu yesterday were so beautiful. It was like a symphony.
Did Daniel just abuse him? Or?
It was
Yeah,
super.
Daniel abused him for sure.
It was poker abuse, verbal jabs. It's just crazy.
The full suite of
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of FU money plays from Daniel.
FU money plays the best.
And then winning, getting the,
Yeah.
getting the.
King Queen hand was like the best.
Yeah. It was like so simple. Like he just 3-bet called like 45 blinds with king queen suited, but Hellmuth had 7s, and
But before he
What
goes, like, you want to flip? I'm calling you anyways. What are you doing? It's like,
and I was like, it's like if you want to flip, like we can flip. It's okay, we can flip. And Hellmuth was in. He's like, all right, we'll flip. And he's like, and Hellmuth's like, what do you got? And the guy goes, you have a pair? And he goes, yeah. And turns over 7. He goes, yeah. See, we're flipping. Shows him king queen, beats him twice on 2 full boards, and that's all Hellmuth could take.
So Hellmuth lost?
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
lost? 15K or something?
Yeah, 14.
So Phil Laak's going to win it again here with king 7. Into 4 people. Takes it down.
Do me a favor, Antonio, when he gets here, just tell him that you heard he played really well yesterday, but got really unlucky.
With pleasure. With pleasure. He's gonna rip into me today.
Man, it's so fun.
I graduated apparently. It's the only one. I'm the only one you didn't call an idiot.
He said everybody else was an idiot except for Elky. He
Clarified.
Everyone was an idiot except
I can, like, sometimes I can understand his level, you know.
Because-
Sometimes it can be great.
because
Sometimes it can be great. Not
Elky made a fold with kings that no man would ever fold, and shouldn't.
And he was
'cause-
beating 2 spots.
Yeah,
on
he was
the
beating
8-9-4
both spots,
board.
but like he shouldn't have folded.
And he should have folded. He found the fold on the 8-9-4 board.
beating
Was
the
beat.
spots.
He was in 3rd
Yeah.
place.
It was a great
On the
fold.
flop, 8-9-4.
9-7-4. I like it's like
No, it was 8-9. I had 8-9 in my.
No, no.
Jason would never fold.
Oh,
You had-
9-7.
You had fours against nine.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. I remember now.
Laak.
9-7-4. You're right. Yeah.
But either way, Hellmuth just couldn't stop about how.
And Hellmuth did, and I make it 500, and Randy calls a small blind, we both call.
Well, he's gonna show 7 deuce, no? Okay,
No, no,
give me
no.
my 200 back.
And he comes 9-7-4.
Yeah, you're allowed to prepay with the 200 alert.
Oh yeah, we also got God for some insurance yesterday.
Insurance, I got God.
7 deuce insurance, yeah.
Who collected 4 quarters? Was it Negrano that collected?
No, it was him because he turned the deuce over. Oh yeah, Negrano turned the deuce over.
Negrano. I didn't let that actually happen. I just
That was the best
money.
score too, because like, Peter was like beating crush, he's like, oh man, I'm never lucky, so unlucky. And then I was like, but at least you're playing great. He's like, it doesn't matter, I always play great. Obviously, I get it right. Trying from the big line?
Yeah, now it's in the, yeah, Scott, you're 200.
Oh, I did it last time.
Oh, yeah. I'll go this one then.
Okay, I did it last time. For real. I thought
Yeah,
I did it.
the big blind,
Big blind and
ante
it's 200.
today.
Okay.
Oh, why not button?
Reshadow
So it's
there?
Because
easier-
then you can cut. You can take a break and
Easier
come
to
in.
come in
Elky.
and come out.
You can just disappear and come back in. When it's your
Yeah.
big blind, you
I
play.
didn't even think about it.
You're not the kind of guy that
It's just because then it's just always easier to end
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
big
totally
blind.
It's easier to enter the game. You come in
I
as
know
a
what you
big
mean. I
blind.
know what you mean, but it's not like.
So we are playing 25-50 with a
It's really not a big deal.
200
But I
button
think it's better this
straddle or button dead ante, excuse me. 25-50 with a 200 button ante. Esfandiari is going to raise it up here to 500 with ace-jack suited. Over Phil Laak's limp with ace-jack offsuit.
Maybe 40.
You might as well get it all in because you're gonna. The fear of me having do 7 is too strong in your veins. I can feel it. You don't want to see the do 7. The only way out is to go all in.
Jimmy 4-bet is the do 7.
That's your way out.
Well, it looks like
Yeah, 4,050.
Phil Laak has actually re-raised.
We got some feisty players in here.
Is that 10?
Yeah, just
Keeps increasing.
put 100 more, Antonio.
So a limp re-raise here by Phil Laak. Very, very
Oh
unorthodox.
no, put the 50 on
Limp
the stack.
re-raise.
50 there. There you go.
How much am I stuck if I fold? 6, 10. You raise 13.
And
Is it-
a
it's
re-raise by
4,000
Esfandiari.
Okay, that's
It's 4,050 more.
It's 13.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was 13. Never mind.
okay, all in.
Wow, and an all-in. And they're getting it in with ace-jack.
Oh, we have to see him.
I don't have a very good hand. I'm embarrassed.
Really? We don't have to do that? yet?
Ace-jack for about
We're gonna see
17,000
15
each.
I mean, you have to see one hand at least, probably.
Yeah.
You're gonna maybe see one hand.
Somebody wants to claim the pot. Okay.
Ace. I don't know. Probably
Well,
not good.
Esfandiari's got a backdoor
Might have
spade
13.
draw. Both
Now I
players
have to
think
fade
that that's a
queens
really
and
good
aces.
card for them.
I might not be good.
They're going to slow roll each other into a chop.
No, you have ace king. It's gonna be
You want to chop or no? Yes or no?
no.
Well, how? Like you, You have to
Fucking
say yes.
knucklehead gets 15,000 with
The
ace
best-
jack. What an idiot.
I thought I was ahead or chopping.
Yeah, when I re-raise you there, your hand's like really good.
Keep putting
all
it
the
in with
time.
ace jack. Let's see how far you go.
What a numbnut. By the way, that was really well played. Just raising 4,000 with the ace jack. Like just to win 500 and like some of the time you lose your whole stack. You were so hopeless, it's amazing.
Okay, wait.
I thought maybe, I haven't seen you in a couple of years playing in a cash game together, you learned something. Clearly you have not learned a single thing about poker.
Can we please also discuss, Antonio, how you offered Phil to chop? The best he can do is chop.
The best thing to
'Cause
do is chop.
you're playing aces and queens with a jack kicker. The
Right.
best you
The
can
best
do
you
is
can do is
chop,
chop.
and you declined to chop.
Yeah, whatever.
That's his style.
All you can do is lose in that scenario.
He's not offering it unless it's neutral, so it doesn't
That's
matter.
not true. I've offered many times and then turned over.
Not
a
right
hand.
there. I had a soul read
What are
on
you
you.
talking
kid.
about?
I know what you're trying to do.
By the way, if someone offers a chop, it's binding if the other person says yes
course.
before the offer is removed. Because I might do that with the best hand, and then when they say no,
Trivial.
just stick it to them. You know? Guys, can you please do me a favor? I want a 1 to 100 ranking on how well he played that hand. 1 to 100. One by one from all the pros. Okay, we got a commentator. We have Somerville. Randy, I know you have some thoughts. Come on, don't hold back.
Like a 4.
A 4 out of 100. Okay.
I got a solid like 13. I think.
13. I was gonna 13. That's 12. Elky.
Yeah,
Like 12.5.
Dan.
I was gonna say 7 right off the bat.
I was the nicest one to you, Phil. I thought you did the best.
I thought it was at least an 8. I thought a 4 was under 7.
Your call was genius, by the way.
I mean, once you make it,
No, I didn't call. I went all in.
Because I'm folding.
No, you pot committed with deuce 7. About 30% of the
I
time.
would do 7, yeah.
You don't think I'd play with you 100 times? You'll put in 30K to win a deuce
So
7.
hopeless, it's scary.
I think if it was Family Feud and you brought 100 random people off the street, 6 of them would have played the hand worse for sure.
For sure. No, better. They would have played it better.
No, like 90 would have played better.
Right. 90 would have
if you
played it
take random decisions, you're probably gonna play it better though. If you just like completely randomly, like.
You straddled. Wait. You straddled.
He took it back.
No, I took it back and I raised
Back
yours.
in there, yeah.
Psychic throw has to be like
Correct. Yep.
And these poor people in the back. It's like, no, wait, okay.
sort of a psychic throw. I feel like.
Actually, I thought he had ace 8. That's what I put him on. Deuce 7 or ace 8. That's what so you gotta put a guy in the hand, you know? I read it in Razor's Edge. You know, range. You know.
By the way, great name for a book.
Great name.
Great
name
name.
for a book.
Incredible.
That's like Phil Hellmuth's magic normally. You put him on a hand. I knew he had it. I knew he had nothing. So I always had to give it to me.
Laak raised this pre-flop with Queen 7. Esfandiari called. And Laak out-flopped Esfandiari with the Queen 7.
Actually, I'm going.
And Laak check-called the flop. And has now check-called the turn.
So then we try to like get anti and Phil Hellmuth is like, no, I'm gonna punish Phil properly. I wanna make him
Still has the best hand. And will Antonio fire a third bullet? It looks like he is going to fire a third bullet here.
How much is it? 22?
23.
3.
2,300
I don't like that card, but
into about 3,400.
to keep my reputation as the total fish cake alive, I might just put the 2,300 in, you know?
The curious millionaire syndrome continues. Still curious, still a millionaire. 12 hours later.
Well, even after yesterday.
No, we did all the cards in 15 minutes delay, and Phil couldn't wait 15 minutes to see your hand, so like, I hit 2,000.
Problem is if I fold, well, he might show me a deuce 7 no matter what I do. But if I fold and he has junk, I'm getting it shown. 8, 9, it's gotta get shown to me. This is tough.
Laak lays it down.
Not
Let's see if
2-7.
Antonio shows.
There's no way he's gonna throw away that kind of money.
King high.
King of diamonds.
King high.
King 10 of diamonds. Nice hand. Yes, I had almost no equity.
You fold the best hand, nuts.
Possible?
I'm telling you. It's fact. It's not possible.
$2,000 free roll?
You want to bet me 2,000?
No, I'm asking, are you giving me a $2,000
Do I look
free
like the
roll?
kind of guy that gives $2,000 free roll?
I've seen you do it.
Again, we're here playing 25-50. Most hands 25-50, 100.
Somerville will tell you.
With a 200 ante.
He doesn't make a habit of
He
it,
doesn't
but
make
he's
a
done
habit
it.
of it, that's for sure.
This is a cash game. Can reload at any time. We're also playing a deuce to 7 bounty bonus. And this hand could get a little spicy as Antonio's going to raise with a deuce 7 offsuit. And Randy Lou's got pocket kings. Anytime you show down the deuce 7 as a winner, you get $200 from each of your opponents. Dan O'Brien just mucks the ace jack. Randy Lou is down 5,000, of course, already with the pocket queens flopping top set against Antonio's 9-10 of spades. Top set against nut straight. The very first hand that we played here so far. And Jason Somerville's got a hand here too. We can only see one queen. All in a call, and we can surmise that he's got pocket queens, and he does have pocket queens. Kings against queens.
Why did I just call?
See flops.
I
that's
do
it.
7. Could have just.
And Somerville's going to need to have some
I would
help
want every
here.
prop, I think, against you today.
He's going to need to catch a queen.
We've been crushing.
He's
All
got
right.
2 outs here for the
Back in
win.
one.
So good to get out.
Guess I would have just lost.
Well, I have a little bit
You
left.
just lost one.
I think.
Kings with it.
Randy Lou goes from down 5,000 to even.
Guys, I want to say that I really respect how when you guys get pairs, you just lean into it, run it once, step into the tunnel, vortex, whatever it's called, and just see who can do it.
I don't think I have that. I think I have 3.
It's fresh. It's fresh.
When you, what was it? Oh, yesterday was pretty sick. There was like a hand between
That's 35. You have more than
and
that.
Dan O'Brien.
How much do you have?
And
Sorry.
he fought the nut straight, and then went out like
Did you lose a hand?
flush to
I think I have like, well, I took him 800, so I think
and then like, how many times you want to run it?
So you
Oh,
have
man.
How many times you
1,
want,
2,
it's okay.
3,
Then it was like 4 times.
30.
No,
you
no
have
way.
about
I was-
4,000. If it's the first
You have
one,
4,000
including the last
and
3 ones, and right after the hand is over, the guys
You have
come and like, guys, we're not
4,050?
gonna have any 4
Yep.
times anymore.
That's
It was the last time.
3.
I said
you have?
I had 8-10 of clubs on 6-7-8,
39.
6-7 of clubs, and I got in against Phil's 9-10 for
125
Look at
30K.
that. Look at
And I
that.
was like, once or
Yeah.
twice.
125.
And he goes,
125, right? And that's
whatever. I was like, all right,
39.5.
twice.
Look at
He's
that.
like, how about 3 times?
Little
He's like, you know what,
125,
4 times. I was like,
75?
it's like whatever, like whatever you want.
Yeah, that's
So we run it out 4 times. I hit the first one, miss all the rest of the 3,
39.
and they come out and they're like, no more of that. Max is 2 times. Okay, perfect.
39.
So it looks like
And I
Jason
even
only
asked
has
to make sure it was okay. Like, yeah, it's
39.75.
fine.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Randy Lou's still stuck about 1,000 here for the day.
This is probably the tightest game
give
poker
the,
in America Todd's ever seen. For sure.
You guys played a hand yet? You too?
They wait for deuce 7 and ace king, and then there's tons.
But Jason Somerville won at least 40,000 for the day yesterday.
They do have the ideal seats.
Why do I was getting these?
Gambling sticks together, that's right.
So you probably got the worst for you. But your skill overcomes. Doesn't matter.
I just hope I don't,
You know.
keep putting in 20K with ace jack.
Yeah.
It's not going to
just
work
keep
out.
doing that, and I'm nuts. Is the food ordered? Thank you.
Butt moves over here to
Straddle?
Dan
Are we straddle? Are
O'Brien.
we straddle? Are we straddle? Are you straddling?
I'll show after the shot, yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
200.
After this round, I'm gonna really tighten up.
Race.
Elkster takes a moment off his phone to play a hand. Interesting. You ever seen Elky in a tournament not like this? Ever?
Tap their hand sometimes.
It's got to stay entertained.
Too. These are different. Damn.
How much you playing, Elkster?
You guys both
My
got
boy
different
fought 10, but I lost
sunglasses.
some for like 90.
Holy shit.
You bet him for 10?
They both have different
I guess I have to see a flop.
True.
Oh, Esfandiari's gonna defend his straddle. This looked like it was a double straddled hand. Lots of dead money here. 8-6 of hearts brings it in for a raise. And Elky flops a flush draw here. And he'll put out a continuation bet. Looks like about 825. And Antonio's
my
gonna
better
call.
judgment. Sometimes you gotta look a man up, see what he does on the turn.
King, king, 10. And it looks like Elky's gonna fire that second barrel, and he does. 1,300. 2,300 actually. Wow, and Antonio calls again. And the river here is a 3. Obviously, Antonio smells something is up. Check, check. Elky does not fire that third barrel.
Held on tight there.
He's trying to steal my money, you know?
Yeah.
I know I'm an old, seasoned veteran, washed-up pro, but don't just think you can steal my money. You know, Phil would have folded for sure on the flop. He just
On the flop, no
king,
set,
and
fit or fold, done. You know.
Oh, you got curious. You tried to be a set on a turn.
Good.
What was the turn and river on that board?
clean,
deuce.
very clean.
Queen 3?
3 deuce.
3 deuce?
3 deuce, right?
King 10, 3 deuce.
What's that last time? 3
Straddle.
deuce, right? There's 3 deuce. King, 10, 3 deuce? Or deuce 3, something like that? Can't play that one. Almost.
Ace queen a little lower than your standards.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Ace
understand.
queen. I got full ace queen there.
I feel so much pressure right now. More than Twitch chat. I'm just gonna get berated for being in it. From Antonio though, like I can take Twitch chat. I've had enough of that. But if Antonio does it, it's too much.
This is the first Antonio ribbon.
Get him.
Yeah.
I mean, that hand was almost playable for sure. Yeah, it was
How much?
almost
350.
350 here from Dan O'Brien.
Good call.
And Antonio's going to
like it.
defend with 10-6 offsuit.
We're just gonna keep giving you the nuts every hand. It's gonna be tough to beat you.
Check, bet, and a fold.
450.
Deuce 6. I was so close.
Yeah, I got that a bunch yesterday.
Yeah, the deuce 8 is just that much more disappointing.
I know. I was gonna try and play one just to see if I could
But,
get it.
So much more.
What is this garbage?
So quickly around the table here, we've got Dan O'Brien in seat number 1, Phil Laak in seat 2, Randy Liu in seat 3,
One more bullet.
Jason Somerville in seat 4, Antonio Esfandiari, seat 6, Jamie Staples in seat 7, Scott Ball, who works for Twitter, plays cash games in the Bay Area in seat 8, and Elky in seat 9. Looks like somebody's come in the door, and that might be Phil Hellmuth, who will take seat 5.
You know, over here behind me.
This might be the best cash game for television ever.
And there he
Or
is.
Twitch or whatever.
That Negrano kid made it pretty good too.
What's up, kid?
How you doing?
Re-raise.
I'm doing great. I've won every pot.
That is true.
Including
What?
thin calls.
Excuse me, I said that Scott Ball worked for Twitter,
Yeah,
works
but I
for
play better than
Twitch.
you.
Excuse me. Thank you guys in the Twitch chat for pointing that out. Of course, this is the Poker Night in America Twitch
Wait till you're
cash
mic'd
game.
up.
I tell you what, Helmut.
Can we move this stuff on the
I
floor?
offer you a bet.
Panels on the floor.
I got a bet for you.
Make sure the 200s go in front of each player so that there's accountability.
I got a bet for you.
Okay?
Oh,
How much is it?
Don't let them toss it. I want a nice controlled
Phil
200.
Laak with the deuce 7. It's going to get the $200 bounty from each player.
God.
Jason, can we share that table?
Finally getting dealt
Yeah,
some
of course.
premium hands.
Yeah, you go for it.
Phil Laak just wins with the 7 deuce.
That's my fault,
What a
guys.
legend.
Wow.
Dan,
I
you
almost
just let him
reshoved
bitch slap you around like
I didn't
that?
think he'd have it this early.
It took me 10 hours to get it, and then it burned me.
Good morning.
Yum, yum, boys.
Welcome, Phil. Welcome, welcome,
right.
sir. Phil, I hope you have an extra one of those shirts. Shit.
What would Phil do?
Oh yeah, man.
We're selling a lot of these. You have to say you love it.
I do love it. Good for me.
First time with these guys. It's good for you, yeah, no shit. Pretty good first time. That was a sick first time.
Raise.
Phil and I got in 15K each. with
See
ace
Scott
jack.
Ball here from
You would not
Twitch
have
plays
approved.
first hand in the night. Queen 10 suited.
He played it like a real genius, too.
Well, I had 2 flush draws. He only had 1.
All right.
Randy Liu with ace, king of spades.
I had a little edge.
Antonio, don't start talking shit already, okay? I mean, you know,
Oh,
the
I'm
last
firing-
time
I'm
we
firing
played,
today.
the last time we played, I won like 24,000 in this cash game, and you lost like 20, right?
Last time was, where's that?
Yeah, you have a bad memory when it comes to losing, don't you?
It was
New York. Turning Stone.
Turning Stone.
You didn't end up losing? Well, when I left, you were buried. Once I left, it was a lot easier.
He always
for you.
gets unstuck. It's Mr. Esfandiari.
Pretty sure I ended up winning, I don't know. The one with Frankenberger?
Scott Ball's going to call here. Scott looks to have about 5,000 in front of him.
That's how they put yesterday, Phil.
So they're not that deep with all that dead money out there.
50 from every player with the 7 deuce game. That is juicy. Come on.
Sounds fun.
Come on.
And we're playing 7 deuce to start.
Yeah,
That's
we're playing
cool.
7 deuce.
And 200 on the big blind, dead
100
end.
on the big line, yeah.
Can you rank the best to the worst players at the table, please? We'd like to know
Check,
your
check.
ranking.
Can I guess
can't
what
do
Phil's
that.
rankings
Come
are?
on,
Look at
everybody
the
can
size of
guess
Phil
what
Hellmuth
Can I guess what those
compared
rankings are?
to
Guess his ranking?
Yeah, I
Jason
want to guess
Somerville.
Phil's rankings, okay?
All right.
That would be reasonable.
Okay,
And then we want
okay.
your rankings.
Well,
No.
start with number 1.
Start number 1. Well, Phil ranked himself number 1, obviously.
Obviously.
That's obvious.
check
So
check on
number
the
two.
flop.
It's not
It's
even
Scott
just
Ball
him,
here.
right?
His
I mean,
turn to
it's
flush draw.
Number
He's going to
2,
fire at
I
it.
think he would rank you over Elky. I think it's 2-3.
I have no shot, by the way.
No shot. You think
no
it's,
shot.
you think
He
it's
thinks I'm
2-3?
terrible.
You think you're terrible?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
maybe
terrible,
that's what's then.
1250 now. Randy
gotta
Lou's
be
got a
six.
gut shot to
Maybe
a
it's
4.
I think he gives Dan number 2.
No
You
way.
wanna bet on-
No way. I bet you Dan is in the bottom 4 of Phil's expectations. I'm just saying. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dan is bottom 4.
Okay.
I mean, I think
So Elky number 2, all right?
Yeah. So okay. So let's say Elky 2, you 3,
Okay.
4.
or like
You might think Randy starts the bottom actually.
I'm pretty
After
sure I'm on the
yesterday.
bottom.
After yesterday, I think Randy starts the bottom. So sorry, Randy.
Well, to be fair, there's different rankings for different games, right? Like,
Sure.
This
sure.
game.
like there's
This
an
game.
Annie game, like if you're just playing 25, 50, you know,
Patient poker.
This game.
very, very
Phil, do you know
patient
what we're
poker,
Right.
then
You probably like
Randy's
Dan
not
better.
doing so good.
Right.
If it's just sitting here
Run-
playing
runway
patient
for this,
poker,
guys?
believe it or not, Antonio's top 3,
Runway?
along with
PLO?
Elky
Runway? Yeah.
and probably O'Brien. For Laak, I still don't understand exactly, so
Trust me, I'm a losing player. Trust me.
I don't
can
believe
show you
that.
the math.
After what you just did with ace
You guys
jack, we're
wanna do-
not doubting you.
PLO runway like we were doing yesterday?
You win 20 yesterday,
dealer
Phil?
changes?
It's fine by me.
Yesterday I was up 25,
How
but
much
I
on
lost
the side?
45 in the last hour.
300?
how much?
And you're 1,000?
45.
I don't care.
So I lost 20.
45K?
After we went for 18 in New York.
What are we doing?
You know, I had one against yesterday against Phil. I had another 18K flip against him. Didn't win that one either. But it was all profit, just like against you.
Oh, that's a side 100,
This
one
is a
face side.
side 1,000 between Phil and I. Or other Antonio and I.
Anybody want in on the side?
How could you bet against Phil Laak in anything? Like the guy just like he never has a losing month ever.
It's true.
We just don't know what he does. It's like some kind of weird like he
How do you
talks
think we
people
feel
into
about
doing
you?
stuff.
Same thing. Nobody gets it. Yet you keep winning. Right, Randy? It's confusing, no?
What's really confusing? What's really
Here
confusing?
it comes, here it comes.
No, what's really
I'm ready.
is you watch me on the video. You can see my whole cards during a final table, and you still don't understand.
I couldn't
You're
do
like,
it.
I don't understand what he's doing.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yum,
that's
yum.
a good card for you.
Yum, yum.
9 is dead.
And here we go with this
Ooh.
PLO
I like
flip
flush
I
draw.
like it.
that they do at every dealer change.
Ooh, that's not good.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good card you're talking about. You have a flush draw.
Really ugly.
Ooh.
So whoever has the best PLO
Ooh, okay,
hand
okay.
is going to
Open
win
ender,
this.
just put a 4 up. I don't have to look. anymore.
Every player gets
Good
dealt
shot and
Don't do it.
flush draw.
Ace, just close it out.
random
spade.
4 hands, and whoever
Okay, so
ends
we'll
up
have
with
to
the
find
best
it.
PLO hand wins.
Just an 8 for me?
Does anyone have 8-9?
I believe it's $500 a person, and
I have a shot.
some people do props as well.
I need a 9 or a 4.
What do you need an 8?
I need 8 or a 3.
Oh, I made a straight.
Which one?
8 high straight.
Take that. Take that.
I never win flips. I never win flips. I'm not out of the woods yet.
Only an 8.
I have a straight. Don't I? No, I don't.
No, you don't.
No trainer. Oh. Oh, fuck. Unbelievable. I have a straight, but it's not going to be good.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All skill this game. All
Welcome to
skill.
the game.
Welcome to the game.
So Hellmuth wins the PLO flip right off the bat here. And if he started with 5,000, that's actually going to pad almost double his stack, I think.
If I get up 20, I'm quitting. Just want to book a win.
Looks like maybe they were only playing it for 300 a hand. Looks like maybe he won
You
about
have 20 in 2
2,700.
hours or less. Well, I mean,
I got crushed last week.
Grind it up.
Where are you playing?
We're gonna let Phil post, or what are we gonna do here?
Utah.
We're gonna wait, or
Got crushed means
You're gonna make
instead
me
of
post,
winning
okay.
his win rate of 18,000 an hour, he only won 14,000 an hour.
it's actually
That's
a
what
very
getting
cheap
crushed
post.
is.
No button
He's
any
off
or
by
rather
3,000 an hour.
Just come right in.
So Antonio Esfandiari, definitely the big
I would
winner right off the bat.
Come
Yeah.
on, this is absurd.
Up
We
about
always give free
10,000.
hands, but
Who's
Somerville asked for a post.
Tell him.
Come on,
Tell him to suck it.
we're making everybody post. Come on.
Who we
We're
make
giving
post?
Phil.
If somebody else
We're gonna
posted,
give-
then
It's a
I'll
friendly game.
Who do we make post before?
New players should
Yesterday
not
we never
post.
did that.
No.
Not
Always let them in.
This is really embarrassing.
Sorry, it wasn't meaning to be unfriendly.
Phil, I'm really sorry about
Yeah, I'm
it.
really
you
embarrassed too. I
apologize
mean,
for
this is the
Yeah.
world champ, bro. 14 bracelets. You better respect.
Would
that
you
shit.
apologize for Jason?
Honestly, I'm just so embarrassed
You
for
don't
him.
make Tiger carry his
Yeah.
own, clubs, right?
Ever see like,
There you go.
but I know that Jason loves me, so I, know
I
it's
do,
not
of
personal,
course.
so
No, of course. I already said that to everybody.
saving, I can only, don't charge me, kid.
Randy Lou raises here with ace
I'm
10
telling you my money in
suited.
the middle, you know? That's all I'm trying to do here. I'm the one stuck in steaming, you know?
Oh, that's yeah, what is it?
Flops the nut flush draw.
It's like when those trucks go in reverse. It's like warning, warning.
10.
And he bets 600 here with ace 10 of spades.
Sam Abernethy's a badass.
Esfandiari calls with a gut
Oh,
shot
yeah?
to a 10,
What'd
and
you
they're
guys
heads
do?
up.
She drank drink for drink.
Oh, wow. Turn is a 10, and Esfandiari has the nuts.
Not that I'm a,
Bruiser.
And then she smashed me at Chinese too. She beat me for like 200 points at Chinese.
You were with my buddy Daniel Wojcik last night.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
How's that? Where were you? How did those lot?
Went out drinking with Sam.
Lou here
And
with
Maria Ho
ace
joined us.
10 of spades, pair of 10, and
we
the nut
fouled
flush
around
draw.
Aria Hotel.
Okay, and you bumped
And then we
into-
started playing $10 a point Chinese while we were drinking scotch.
Okay.
She was drinking wine.
At one of the
And then your
tables
buddy,
there,
and then your buddy
1200
seemed like a really nice
from
kid.
Antonio.
He kind of invited himself down and sat down, and I liked him, and I bought him a Macallan 18, and seemed like a
I've
good
known him
kid.
for about like 8 or so years. I liked him right out of the gate, and we bonded over time.
he's one of those guys that's really likable, I think.
Yeah.
Randy just calls.
He might play.
I told him to come by around 4,
He's gonna need a spade here.
Ish, and sometimes people lose 4 binds. and they
River is a
crack.
king.
Go home. Like, it's happened.
Or they get up 20K and they're just.
Or they get up
they're
20K.
Their back starts to hurt. No?
Oh, yeah,
I
the
lost
back
13-7. I lost 13-7 yesterday in this game. and
I
just
crushed
quit
you on
because
that.
Yeah.
I was down
Randy
30 at one
checks.
point yesterday. I ended up.
I was stuck 19 in flips.
I should have stayed, but I mean, I
The game got a
just
little bit
drinking with the
crazier.
girls sounded
Yeah.
more fun than playing
Did
yesterday.
something.
I'm sure it was.
It was actually fun.
The game changed slightly later in the night, just a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a little crazy.
Did you see it?
It went
I
hyperkinetic.
didn't see it, but I was just told. Blinds guy higher.
It was 6-handed too, so it was beautiful. It was like.
Oh, it was a beautiful.
And
game.
Antonio puts a full pot-sized bet out here.
I was holding the
At
game
the
down,
end.
trying to keep it
Tell
reasonable.
us to
The
be
minute I
patient.
left,
The minute you left, I was
4,300.
when the parents leave,
That's
you know,
it.
the kids begin to play.
You're telling us to be patient, disciplined, go to school, all those things. No, none of that.
I was trying to tighten everybody up. All right, I won't try to hold the game back anymore.
Trying to make it look like
more fun
possibly he is polarized, but Randy does not take too long and folds.
Okay, can we get it from Lotus with Sam? Same order? Is that too far? So, by the way, we ordered the food like an hour ago. You said it was ordered, and now you're telling me it was closed.
Yeah, it wasn't an hour ago.
30 minutes ago, for sure. Okay.
Wow, Antonio, you're like become a prima donna, huh?
No, I mean, I'm starving and I'm a bitch when I'm hungry. It's true. And we ordered the food like 40 minutes ago, and now they tell me it's closed. Don't you get it?
Well, I mean, the guy wins 20 million, he's a prima donna, you know? I'm mad at you for not having
You're
my
calling
food
me
here.
a prima donna?
Yes.
You are calling me a prima donna?
Yes.
What happens when your
How about
limo's
this?
not ready to pick you up at the airport? What happens?
When my limo's late, I don't complain. You know? I don't
big
call
time.
somebody up and
Can we
scream.
try Lotus, please? Okay, thank you.
If my food's late, I don't like call and like.
He's already on it.
It's not that the food is late. It's that we ordered it 40 minutes ago. And it doesn't take 40 minutes to realize the restaurant is closed. I mean, we're past that.
We use the delivery service, and the delivery service
Okay.
let us know that.
Is that explanation sufficient for you, Antonio?
Yes. I acknowledge. I'm sorry for getting grouchy.
Wow.
Oh, he apologized.
True.
I love his style. Any man that can apologize, you just have
course.
to love
Getting
him.
word that Daniel Negreanu is going to come in this game at 5 o'clock
It's like a Snickers
Pacific
commercial.
time in about
still like
4
grinding it
hours.
out.
And
like that
what a
Snickers commercial where he
lineup that
turns
we
into
have
Rosie
here
O'Donnell.
brewing.
Rosie O'Donnell. Look at Antonio right now. He's Rosie O'Donnell. But all of a sudden he said, I apologize.
Jamie
It was like
Staples,
Antonio
number 2
again.
poker twitcher, is going to raise it up here to 900 with King Jack offsuit.
Maybe a little deeper.
Number 2 poker twitcher behind that man in seat number 4, Jason Somerville.
Everybody got a good night of sleep?
Everybody but Philip.
So go ahead and talk
Phil
to
went out
Antonio.
wakeboarding all night long. So.
He doesn't mind.
Well, I slept for solid
I
3
did
hours.
not
so
get
it's
much
solid
sleep.
3 hours.
Can't tell me yet, huh?
That's crazy. I admire your ability to overcome low
Let's
sleep.
see what happens.
We told Sam. We told
That's
Sam
Esfandiari
good
here.
things about you. In other words,
He's going to call with the 5-6 suited,
Thanks, Phil.
it wasn't much fun.
That's so good of you.
and he outflops him.
So many
You earned
black
it, you
flops
know?
today, Phil. You should feel like you're up like 5K.
I'll do my best.
Oh my God.
There have
I really
been
wanted to come hang out. I was so
Check,
tired.
check.
I just
Turns
like,
a
and I wanted
queen.
to play all day today.
Why am
Staples
I-
now
why-
turns
why
an
am I
open-ended
the guy
straight
who's,
draw.
Like a lot older than you. Why am I out till 4 a.m. drinking with a...
You're a hero.
Yeah, what are you up to, Dan?
And it goes check, check
I couldn't
again
stay here
here.
and play yesterday. I was so tired. I wanted to put in a good showing today. Try to stay late enough to get into the real game. The after hours
And
action.
Antonio's going to throw a $500 value bet out here with a 5. Staples just folds.
Whatever one is chicken curry.
Wow, I would have definitely taken Staples in that hand.
Phil, did you hear that,
Yellow
Phil?
curry.
Next
I
time
might
you
have had
hear-
the best hand at some point.
Next time you
I
hear,
don't know.
next time you hear Antonio whine just a little bit, you have to slap him down. 'Cause I'm not going to be here all day. So.
He only gets grumpy when he's hungry, and
That's it. It's really true.
See, I'm trying to find other stuff.
It's interesting that Staples didn't even bet the turn there when he turned an open-ended straight draw with King Jack. He probably would have taken it down as tight as he plays.
Well, I showed up on time.
Again, I am trying to follow the Twitch chat. Got it up here, and you can actually tweet me at Bart Hansen as well. We're going to be here until
I
midnight
expect
tonight.
to walk in 15 minutes late and a seat waiting for me and win the first flip.
Of course.
Right, I kind of do expect
Yeah,
that.
of course you do.
It doesn't mean it always happens, however. It doesn't mean that.
It should happen, but
If it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna. Doesn't mean I'm gonna complain about it.
Means you're getting robbed.
Oh, Antonio, you gotta love the guy. God dang, he grows on you. He's like a fungus, right?
Good, healthy one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a fungus.
that's a compliment. Like, you know, I mean, it's like you just start to love him more and more and more and more, and then you can't get rid of him because you don't.
Because he's a fungus.
Yeah.
We get it.
We've had our moments. You know, Phil, when the shooting star took place, I don't know, 15 years ago, he had a party for all the shooting stars, and he hired me as a magician to work the party. And I was hanging out with all these poker stars, and I was like in La La Land. I'm like, oh my God, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. You know, I was doing magic. He hired me.
That's awesome. Great story.
True story.
And then he wanted to pay heads up for the fee.
I said, you got to play me for my fee for doing the magic, double or nothing.
So I did play him heads up for the fee. He was playing like a maniac even then. Raise. His usual tournament style, not his cash game style. And finally I picked up aces.
625.
And it came like the king deuce deuce, and I put most of it in, and a 5 came. And I just snapped it in there, and he showed me pocket 5s.
Staples going to move all in here with ace-king suited. Esfandiari with the 7-deuce. Again, we're playing the 7-deuce bounty game, and Jason Somerville's got pocket 9s. He started this, and Scott Ball's got 9s behind him here, too.
That's nice. That's nice.
Staples is only all in for 3,000.
How much is the
Squeeze
deuce?
this out.
Started the squeezing. Yeah. Come on.
Have you ever noticed how Phil Laak influences
He's
the
won every
action?
pot.
in the deuce to
Everyone
7 game
we
all the
played,
time.
except for me.
Yeah, he gets involved.
But no, I mean, it influences the action because he doesn't want to have to pay the 200. So he can't help himself. I noticed this yesterday. I didn't say it out loud. So every time he has to suggest that someone might have deuce 7.
Scott's gonna get
so
rid
that
of
he might
it.
not have to pay $200.
Well, yeah.
Every time
That's
he's
been
like,
pre-established for a while, right, Antonio? Do 7.
And Jason
when
gets rid of it
some
pretty
raise
quick.
happens, you're allowed to go, I'm ready.
you're allowed to do that, but I noticed you're,
But I do it a
you're
lot.
really
Right
trying
now,
to
if you want.
protect
I'm
like
going
your.
to protect.
It's worth like $11 every time you do it.
Oh, you're dead. I don't want it. You're dead.
It's worth $11 every
Pocket
time you
9
do it.
versus ace king.
What do you have?
Antonio has ace queen.
And Antonio's called here with the 7 deuce. And he's picked up a diamond draw. Does not get there though.
You win. I had out.
On the turn, he picked up the world.
28.50.
He had to call a 2K more. Turn to flush draw.
That was, I want to
that's so
hurt you
lovely.
guys
What a
so bad on that one. You're all in potential pain, you know, you had no idea.
You were not winning that hand.
Oh, I love the
I
way
was all in,
that was
she
well.
wasn't there.
That was well played and well slow rolled too. You were just gonna wait till the
Oh,
last
I was just
minute.
gonna eat that up on the river if I got there.
There's a diamond. You were gonna say, oh, you're gonna show us a 7 and say 7s. No, I made a flush. Everybody pay me.
Yeah, yeah.
Good hold, Jamie. Save us $200.
Your ace king doing work against the 7 deuce this game.
I mean, I'm just glad it was this one and not yesterday
Yeah.
against Phil. That one would have hurt more.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to needle Phil off subtly.
Congrats though.
Yeah.
Your first hand, I'm proud of you. That was good. Little ace king. Suited too. Would you have played it if it was not suited?
I would have thought a little bit longer. Yeah.
I miss just playing cash games with fun people.
Yep.
You guys don't mind anymore, right? You're okay with
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Okay,
All
good.
good, man.
I'm gonna be so offended a little bit.
Then it's just gonna get turned up even more.
Hey, this is hand number 4. I
see
probably
that.
will not catch you.
So let me,
but-
no BS to you guys. How do you feel playing with at the same table with Hellmuth? I mean, is that something that, like, have you guys texted your buddies and?
No.
Yeah, it's intimidating. I was just trying to find a spot to take a picture with him. So.
Well, you know,
You can have a
sometimes he
picture
doesn't get
anytime.
pictures. You know, I've seen him say, "No, I'm sorry, I can't."
Take a
do
look
it."
here at
I
our
never say no,
chip count.
except during
I've
World
seen
Series
it.
tournaments when I'm running to the bathroom.
Antonio
I need
started
my,
there
like,
with about
15
15,000.
minutes
He's
to
up
get some food and
10,000.
stuff, and sometimes if I stop
Laak
and
is
take a picture,
even.
then somebody else wants, and then a line.
Right.
Hellmuth started with
They're gonna
5,000
have
but won the
15
PLO
minutes.
flip.
Hellmuth, I
So
mean.
And
he's
if I
up
say
about
if I say yes to the first guy and no to the second guy, you have to map these strategies out.
But
You
you
know?
have to
I understand.
Celebrity strategies, you know how it is. When you're
I don't know.
when
I'm
you're
just
at
a
the
normal
airport
person.
and you go to the gate,
For me,
when you're getting off the
plane.
plane at an airport and you know when everybody's staring at you and like you instead of heading towards
Yeah,
the
I
baggage
get that
claim, you
all.
head the other way. You head the other way and then you show up right when the bags are there and kind of swoop out of there. I mean, it's all fair.
Yeah,
Because I'm never going to say no to a picture and an autograph, so
but you can't be bombarded.
doesn't mean I have to walk into it.
Or anything, like a muffin. Can I have something? Please. No, you should. You have fruit or vegetables? Phil, what do you got in your Starbucks bag? Anything?
Some. This is the best I can do. But it's something. When you're desperate, that dried fruit looks pretty good.
Raisins? Yeah. There's definitely worse things you could have pulled out.
We need to have a Snickers commercial with Antonio.
I would not promote Snickers. I can't
Okay,
do
do I owe
that.
$2.50? Is that how it works? We need a Snickers commercial with Antonio.
You want a sweet potato?
Cook?
Just like this.
Give me a potato gun with it too, yeah. So I
Puck
can
moves
shoot
over
big
here
time.
to Randy Liu.
Sure.
You can restraddle, by the way, you know that, right?
Okay.
Silence.
Take that into consideration.
Good to know.
If you give me a discount, 25.
I got
300.
a 50 discount yesterday for my restraddle.
Scott Ball's going to bring it in here
We're gonna
with
do it open. That's it.
Ace King. Dan O'Brien's got Ace Queen right to his left. Scott only has about 3,000
Phil, you
to start.
wakeboarded all night?
Just from 4 till 9:30.
And we might see Scott Ball get it in here because Dan O'Brien's 3-bet him to 900. And Laak
the boat generates waves,
looks
and you put
interested
the board
behind
in the
him.
wave and you surf it. Surf that wave.
You want to play your hand and then explain numbnuts?
About 10.
About 10.
We don't see what he has. Is it possible that Laak could have the 7
Wow, the great
deuce?
mind of Phil Laak. Can you imagine what's going on up there, Somerville? Huh?
He's just dancing in
Huh?
there.
Psychic flow, man.
You did not believe what he did with Ace Jack earlier. I mean, it was so bad. Even you would say it's so bad.
I believe it.
It was just so bad.
Sometimes you have to get it in, but that was not one.
That was
And Laak is going to
That's
4-bet.
Elky's
Cold
line. That might be the line
4-bet
of the
here
day.
from Phil Laak. We don't know what he has.
yeah. You do.
And
right?
what is
That-
Scott
that
Ball
was
going to
definitely
do
not the time.
when he only starts with 3,000? Is he going to just get it in
You
when
would
the
not agree
7
with this
deuce
play.
game is going on here? Scott Ball only started with about 3,000.
That was sick. You go like limp 100, makes it 500.
I'm all in.
And Scott Ball's all in.
4,500.
45.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yes. Super squeeze hurting Phil Laak.
500 and goes in for
Fold.
15K.
Dan O'Brien quickly gets out of the way.
33 from both of us.
Yes, sir.
I made it like 8,200, like I'm ever folding for another 7K. When he's only got
You had
15K.
Ace Jack also?
I had Ace Jack of spades.
I love these guys.
How much is it?
It can't be deuce 7, he would already snap. It's got to be worse. I'd rather have deuce 7 than whatever he has.
Guys, we should have to turn over one card for all in.
Yeah.
At least one, so we have some sort of a good sweat.
Of course you should. You have to turn
One
over.
card?
I'm not going to show my hand.
Let's
Wow.
do it from now on. We gotta just show one card.
That means
What?
I'm in an
That's
okay
bad
spot
for the
right
show.
now. That means I'm in an okay spot right now. He's not gonna
Well, we don't know what
see.
Phil. Oh, Phil
What
Laak's
are
got
we
the
looking
ace
for? I'm
king
gonna see you,
suited.
bro, I promise. Ace king, come on.
Who
Ace or a
folded-
king?
Who folded the queen, you?
Hey!
Kind of hard. So.
Phil has like
You're
queen
dead.
9. He just
No.
made 9s or some shit.
No, he's got jack. He's got queens. Phil's got queens. He's not happy about it. Ace queen?
Chop it up.
No, chop it up.
Sick.
Guys, so we gotta show one if we're all in, yeah? That seems reasonable.
I mean, I prefer
No,
just
anyways,
to
in 15 minutes. I'll just
Okay, one if you're all in.
I prefer just to show both. So whatever.
One if you win the pot anytime.
No, because then you take away from the possibility of slow rolling on the river. And in this
Right.
game, there's a couple guys that slow roll. You know?
It's not a slow roll if it's a chop. That's a well-established
I
style.
agree.
Right.
But I'm going to slow roll you if I can.
Of course.
Yeah. I feel like Randy and I will be
Sean
at that level
Deep's not
soon.
here.
You're gonna get there.
I feel like we have potential.
Sean Deep's not here.
That is good. Thank you, Hellmuth. Saving my.
I think Button's there.
No, that was
Someone asked in the chat what a straddle is, and that's an extra blind.
Yeah, I
That's
got
an
needles for
optional
double
blind.
All right,
Single.
I'm not straddling anymore. I'm the only person straddling, so that's
And no limit hold'em. There's 2 blinds, the small and the big
That's around
blind, and you can
straddle.
straddle under the gun. Sometimes you can
guys
straddle on the
not
button.
Can you do a before and after picture of Antonio?
So in this
Catch him,
hand,
like, when he,
we have
you know,
3
when he
blinds,
mildly whined, which was okay,
25 in
but,
the
like,
small,
his turn
50 in
to
the
Rosie
big,
O'Donnell.
and 100
And then I
under
gave
the
him
gun.
like just a little bit of dry
Jamie
juice, and now he's
Staples.
back to Antonio again.
Much better.
Can we
Seriously,
do
much
that
better.
in the truck? Seriously? Snickers, right? But Antonio's not a candy guy, so we'll do it for like dried
Right.
fruit.
We're in this together. and
Definitely.
It's all good.
Yeah, we're in this together, and all of a sudden we're
We're
just
in
getting
this
all in.
together,
We're
yeah.
like, yeah.
That's all right.
Somerville, why don't you put some chips up, man? What is this? I've never seen you like this.
I'm just waking up, bro. What can I say?
We're also
This is a
playing
12-hour
a
session. We got still
$200
hungry.
ante from the big blind as well. So there's a lot of dead money in this game.
my fault, guys.
A lot of information coming out.
Holy
pretty fast.
Toledo.
It's a new game.
It's almost
I
like
had,
one of us
I
is
had
bad.
ace queen last time, and queen
comes
queen
Antonio.
exposed makes it easy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that one with all in.
Yeah, I mean, well, Scott was
And
all
Hellmuth
full
has
anyway, but
limped in
against him,
here
I
with
wouldn't.
ace king,
2,400.
and there's the limp re-raise.
Teach him, Mr.
Limp re-raise out of the
Comes in
small
wearing
blind.
the pink shirt,
Here's the Phil
needs his food.
move, you know? It's like they have ace jack or ace queen. They don't want to see a flop. They just want to get the hand over with, you know? They just
just
don't know what to
end
do,
it,
you know?
end
And
it.
they're right here. Pick up the 800, you know, you win the money. You say, come on.
End it, end it. But there's a difference between he and I. Like, I don't usually have ace jack. Well, I usually have a different hand out.
Ace
Ace
king.
seven.
Yeah, yeah, ace king.
Oh, it's not funny. It was deuce 7. That would have been the sickest deuce 7 turn
Oh,
over.
that would have been a good deuce 7.
Really
Oh,
good.
that would have been good, yeah. Since I was halfway in the muck.
We were all anchored for ace king.
I'm not like Phil Laak, you know. I want to get like, I only have 6K. I want to be ace king. It's still 60 big blinds. There's still some da-da-da-da-da like math involved.
I mean, you're definitely better than Phil Laak.
That's a
Are
no-brainer.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
I'm not so sure.
He has
wins every
14
day.
bracelets. I have half a bracelet.
You win every day, though, Phil.
That's fine.
Every day that ends in
Who
one.
wins more money than Phil Laak?
Nobody.
What's with Daniel? I remember Daniel 6 years ago. I lost a hand to you.
6 years ago.
6 years ago, remember that hand you beat me?
Oh, well, it was true.
6 years ago.
But to be fair, Phil Laak's always playing with a bunch of
I
rich
like to-
billionaires.
I focus on game selection.
He
You
always
guys
has
focus on
athletes and
strategy.
billionaires. I mean, that's how he makes his money. Now he's trying to play against the pros. His da-da-da-da-da zippity logic doesn't work quite as well.
It's like luck versus skill. If that would, in one of those with the dot dot and the IQ test where this is to that, then it would be game selection to strategy. So it's like a mere, you know.
I have a different theory about that, Phil. I think that you have fuzzy logic, and it works so well against like all the amateurs and all the really rich players you play with. But now you're against stone cold.
This is where I'm drawn dead.
Yeah,
I
because
built
now
it up to
the
25 and
fuzzy
it was for
logic
sure I was
is
going
like-
to lose 45, right? It was like 85%.
Your fuzzy logic, you talk people into stuff, but we see a little bit more than they do. So we're like, aha, he wants us to do
And
this,
Laak
he
just
wants us to
limped
do
in
that.
here with
That's
ace
fuzzy
queen.
logic this hand.
Yeah.
Laak definitely a very unorthodox player.
Fuzziness.
Staples has top pair as well, and both players check.
325. Antonio, they said Lotus was open? I didn't realize it was open this time.
325 here from Jamie Staples. Laak just calls. 3 clubs out there. And the river's the case queen, but there are now 4 clubs, and Jamie Staples has the
Check,
best of
check,
it
check.
with the 10 of clubs.
That's the nuts.
Wow. What a strangely played hand.
You play the hand for 50 more, right? You
Yeah,
win.
50 more. I got in there. Mixed it up.
Loosen it up.
Next level. Here we go.
Loose. It's really they gamble there.
Again, we're getting word that Daniel Negreanu is going to be coming into the game right around
How's that
5
watch
p.m.
tag?
Poker pays off.
Pacific
you know,
time.
it's true.
It's mostly charged.
Power.
It is.
Phil, how
But
have you
actually,
spent
I'm out of data.
in
So
here
the
if you're
day
just
one-
joining us for the last 20 minutes or so? We've got quite the lineup
It's all
here.
time today, though. So.
Phil Laak, Antonio Esfandiari, Phil Hellmuth, Jason
You
Somerville,
and I have seen each other.
Dan O'Brien,
Super fast. and
Randy
super
Liu,
slow.
Elky.
But you're usually super slow in the cash games and super fast in the tournaments.
It's usually true.
And I can go like, you've seen me play hyper fast in tournaments and super slow in tournaments most of the time. Kind of like Elky. He's a pretty good player, Elky.
Elky just plays
He
good.
folded kings yesterday
Elky is
when
the
everybody else
protege,
at the
man.
table would have jumped over the frickin' chair to get their money. And of course, he was in 3rd place. 9-7-4 for like
That's the
3,800 more.
Oh, that's true.
They would have jumped over chairs to
straddled?
get their money in.
I didn't even see that.
Round of straddles.
Oh, we're doing round?
Yeah.
Okay. Starting here.
Started with Jamie. Jamie did.
Antonio's going to make it 700 here on the button.
Even you would have called with kings, Antonio, but you would have studied for like 60 seconds and said you hated it.
Most of the people, they will love it.
No, he would have studied 45 seconds. He wouldn't have said I hate it. He would have called.
Not if he's not if
Randy
he was
Liu in
in
there with
psychic
6
slow mode,
deuce of
he would have
hearts from up
snapped over
front.
just like the elves.
Look at Phil, and you look like such in the
You know?
floor.
What is this? I like this
I mean,
one a lot.
I
Let's pray for snow.
Pray for
The
snow.
woman,
And he is going to call here
No, my girl got it.
from out of position. He's dominated. 6 deuce of hearts versus ace deuce here.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I
But
wouldn't check raise
I want to get a place in either Tahoe or Whistler for the winter.
And Randy
And,
Liu
if I do,
flops
But I knew you had
about
it.
as
You
good
knew
as
I
you're
wanna be
going
able
to
to
get
see
with
the
6
stream on
deuce of
Twitch.
hearts.
And then
Jack
I'll go
3-6 with 2
Yeah,
hearts.
Whistler
Check,
would be
check,
the best.
turn trips.
But maybe I'll call you up. I borrow your hoodie for a month.
Randy's got trip 6s
Or
now
maybe
with
I
a heart
do
draw.
a double visit. Boom. boom.
Tough for him to really get any action
Right.
here, though, from Antonio. Unless Antonio's going to call him down here with ace
Where's
high,
the
but
Kind of 5.
800
Yeah.
here.
That late?
here
I
at
thought it was
5.
like 2.
And Antonio's going to raise the turn here.
18.
800 to 1800 here.
Every game misses D-Neg. So.
And Randy Lou has 3 6s with a heart draw.
He's really clever with that king queen.
I'm so sick of him calling off 40 or 50 big blinds with king queen against me every hand. It's never good. Even if I had aces that hand, you realize I would have lost twice.
Yeah, that's it.
He made top 2, and he
Yeah,
would have flopped a
straight.
set of aces, but then he made a straight. And
Randy started the hand with about 6,800.
but to be fair, he just cashed for like.
So if he
600,000.
calls, he's got
And
between
7 or 8 million last year, so.
35 to 4,500 more.
Yeah.
That hand you were gonna show?
Now, Antonio is the one that actually made a 3-bet in this hand pre-flop.
Oh, we both had 9.
Randy had opened to 2. Antonio raised to 7 pre-flop. Randy called. Check, check on the flop. Randy bet the turn. Antonio has raised now to 1,800.
That'd be weird at that point. That would be a bizarre result in that hand, yeah.
Bring in 18.
It's not too different than Tiffany Club.
And Randy's just going to go with it here.
Might happen.
Got it.
He is just going to move it all in here.
What percentage of the WSOP 2015 events that were
And Antonio is just,
started with antes, besides the 100?
looks like he's just going to save some face here.
So what we got to start with is getting 5 events or whatever. They had like 40 of how many no limit
Right.
events did they have?
So the
Like 30 or 40?
like the thing to do. Well,
I think it was like a third, roughly.
yeah. The thing is like
Third of them?
it doesn't.
Right?
So better
Like the
around
first,
20.
right? Like I think the
No, it
first
wouldn't
move
happen.
is not to eliminate
Randy's all in
antes
here
from
for
those. It's to
6,100.
reduce the number of non-ante levels, and also to have antes come in at 75, 150 with a quarter, instead of playing
75, 150.
with a quarter ante.
quarter, right.
Because it's big ante,
Ginger
and
them, yeah.
and it's and 100, 200 with no ante. Is
I mean,
like
unless
the
Antonio's,
worst level in all
or
tournament
the worst
poker.
column.
I guess Antonio's actually considering it here.
Either or.
On board?
No.
Does he not
Is he
like-
considering calling here with ace deuce high? He is.
Yeah.
What's that?
So we have to fight the
No, this
Kessler
is
man.
better.
Kessler is like
Or the best.
Kessler is our like a number 1.
Sounds like
This
it's
is so pro.
Like face on a dartboard enemy on this.
Oh, I didn't know. So I know that he's very pro help with the structure stuff.
I mean, obviously he thinks that Randy
He's
must
like
be
going above Savage in Florida, trying to
bet 3-betting here with some sort of combo heart draw, something like a king queen of hearts, king 10 of hearts, something like that.
He's like emailing like board.
And that's what must be going through his head.
Savage is not that. Wow.
Unfortunately for Antonio, Randy does have hearts. He just happens to have 3 6s along with the hearts.
I don't even know how. I guess we just
Can I get 10K more from my pocket?
So
we just
pull
should we
out
try and get on the
if I bet,
player
is that okay?
advisory
Yes.
WSOP board.
Yeah,
10K more
it's
from
How
not-
many
first of
people
all,
are on our team?
it's not even a. Well, lots of people are on our team of sorts.
Someone tweeted me and said, "Everyone, please run it." Run
4 or 5 of hearts is another possibility.
It was a joke.
Yeah, it was a fucking joke.
Someone actually tweeted me.
5 7 of hearts.
After it's already been established for like a day and a half.
Cheap psychic pro.
I will.
What's so funny is did I tell you when Sam came here, she was watching it on the stream.
Yeah, I know. She didn't know. She thought,
Yeah.
oh, okay, well,
$45.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, no.
What should I do, Randy? Feels very drawy. Very drawy, my friend.
And he makes the call! Wow. He's slow rolling him. He showed them the deuce of hearts.
Wow.
He showed him the deuce of hearts only. I think Randy only showed him the deuce of hearts.
No, it didn't really matter.
Oh, you had the 6.
Oh, he's slow rolling badly. What a slow roll. What a slow roll.
nice.
Oh,
The heart didn't get there.
unbelievable.
Darn, I didn't want the heart to get
Wow. Didn't know he had it in him.
Nice hand. Wow. That was the worst call of my life.
If you were watching the stream yesterday, he moved in on me with the king flush draw on 4th Street. Check raised all in.
I played it good on that one too, right, Phil?
Played good, yeah.
Thank you.
Good move.
It feels good to
Runway?
get a compliment from
Credit.
you.
Boy, I think
Never
he had
get a
been setting that one up
compliment
for
from
years.
You played good.
Randy Lou on the TV table against Antonio.
I'd like to offer you some gambling opportunities, if you'd like. Please, runway only, runway only.
Nope.
No,
Is it-
no decline. Okay, no
I'm
problem.
just gonna try and keep my brain clean.
And Randy Lou there, after losing his first
Thank you,
buy-in,
buddy.
I think Elky wants in, right?
has
Thousand
now
outside?
just doubled through.
Anybody else?
And now he's up about 5,000.
now.
If he doesn't want it, I'll.
5 or 6,000. Antonio bounces down to about 18, and now he's only up about 3,000. And I think that Randy Lou is probably up the most right now. We'll get confirmation. We're going to be doing chip
So Phil, is everyone at the
count
table still an
updates
idiot?
with plus
for Elky?
minuses at each break. We're
Did
going
I
to try
call
to
everybody an
do
idiot?
that as
Yeah.
accurate as possible at each break.
Except for
We
Elky.
today.
talked about it a lot.
Except for Elky.
No one has a clue.
You have to
except
be
for
very
Elky.
careful.
Again,
with
we
my
are
word.
playing
I'm really,
25-50
really sly when it comes to
with an
wording.
optional 100 straddle.
Everybody's an idiot.
Did I say
You are not
everybody's
sly.
an idiot?
With
or
a
did I say
$200
it
ante.
seems like these idiots?
Minimum
Nice.
5,000,
Everyone-
max
The whole
20,000
table,
for
except for
Bart
Elky.
Hansen.
Yeah.
We are on a
You weren't
15-minute
sly enough.
delay.
I
Oh,
believe I say that.
My bad.
I can't
The
believe
black
I say
chips
that.
are 100s,
You
the
can't
purples are
It's not
500s,
true,
and the
but I'm
yellows
not
are
sure I said that.
1,000s, and the greens are 25.
Well, actually, you didn't say it once. You said it like 12 times.
See this?
To be exact.
That's a great card.
Wow, Phil
Nine
has.
Oh, that's the good start.
That's a good.
Wow, Phil just wins,
It's a
probably.
good start, he
How
says.
can he-
And we're going to do another PLO flip here, as we're doing when dealers change.
I have a battle for the
Oh
lowest hand.
no! O'Brien
take
can
that.
And
deal
again,
a
this is
jack or a
just
10
dealing
and
out
put the
4
Philly
random
boy.
cards
Take another
to
jack.
each player,
Oh, wow, look at this.
and this
I'm
is just a
going
hand of PLO. If you don't know what
We're
PLO
all dead
is,
together, guys.
you get 4 cards, you got to use 2 in your hands, and
Give it 10,
exactly 3 on the board,
You have me dead, Antonio?
Okay.
and it's
I
just
need
a form of
10
hold'em,
jack.
but
Let me see what I'm
in
saying.
this
no
case,
jack.
it's just a
Yeah,
gambling game because you
but I
just
guess
get
if I'm
dealt
wrong,
4
just
random
throw 'em
cards, and whoever has the best card wins. There's no betting. It looks like they're putting 300 each in the pot
No time.
from each player, and whoever has the best hand wins the pot.
No, that's
And this is a big time
No,
slow
I had
roll game
fours,
too.
man.
They just turn
yeah.
one card,
Trust me.
one card at a time. Whoever has the best hand wins.
Oh.
And it looks like
Well,
it's
I
Phil Laak
could've
this
lost
time.
1,000 more to Phil Laak, and I didn't.
how do I kill a heart?
You're saying I called everybody an idiot? Oh God. I'm usually a lot slyer than that.
You must have blacked
except
out.
Elky.
I like the word. I like to use the
Dan's
word
close.
them and they and these players. I like to I like to hide. I don't like to specifically needle anyone, except I'll come after Antonio just for fun.
You okay? You understand what's going on?
Button moves over here
Don't
to
mind giving
stables.
Antonio a little tongue lashing every now and again.
Is that a straddle?
Yeah. If we're doing
We're
a round of
round
straddles.
straddles.
So now we're doing a round of straddles. So we're playing 25, 50, 100, 200 ante. Not enough dead money out there in the pot. Looks like Dan O'Brien's turn 2 pair here. Can't see what Antonio has.
She hide behind. Oh yeah, that's good.
66. 65.
Call.
No, I like the volume.
And Dan O'Brien has rivered a full house. He bet the turn, Antonio called. And O'Brien's got a full house here. So unless Antonio miraculously has 9s full or aces full, or 8s full, O'Brien's got the best of it. Dan bet 1,800 here into about 38 on the river.
Mr. O'Brien? Ace 8?
So where were you wakeboarding at 4 in the morning, Phil?
We got an All-American Dave's. We just drove to Lake Mead. You can get there in 38 minutes from Panorama to the
I
lake.
like the precision. 38 minutes. Yeah.
38 minutes from bed to boat, pretty much, roughly.
But 4 a.m. It's not light yet, right? I
Was-
mean,
well, we left at 4:10. I got to his panorama. 14.
So wait, you
Four
arrived
levels
at
are-
448.
Yep. And then we were in the boat and
Well.
drifting around.
Sounds to me like Antonio
And, you know,
has an ace
Lake
here if
Mead,
he's
and
asking
it's
about
right there. He
ace
has a
8.
boat that
Obviously,
generates
he
the
can't
waves.
beat 7-8.
And he just do it.
So when was it light? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Around 5:04. So right as the boat was cracking out, we were getting the light.
Was anybody at Lake Mead at 5:04 in the morning?
Didn't see anyone. There was one guy that I think was living on his boat. He was doing something on the deck. Some
So
guy
at
was like,
5:04 a.m. there was one guy in all of Lake Mead.
Boat people wake up early.
Oh, no, he was on the. He was in what do you call it? His slip, just having some coffee. On the actual lake, we were the first ones there. At around 6, there was another boat.
I think you're right. Boat people wake up early. I think that's a good observation. Boat people wake up early.
the boat
It sounded
people.
sloppy, but I think you're right. Just like golfers wake up early.
On the hole.
In Vegas, you have to. Summer.
So you learn something on Poker Night in America every day, from bed to
All
boat,
Americans doing
panorama
360s
to
effortlessly.
Lake Mead, 38 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Race.
I really want to get out. I just gotta. I did something to my knee.
Seven.
Man, no one folds like you. You make it like 7x. You just jump in there anyway. I mean, what the? It's hard to win a pot. Now I have to dodge him hitting his ace jack or his set.
Oh, Hellmuth's got the deuce 7
Not
here.
knowing which is which.
Scott Ball calling here with the ace king.
Didn't dodge that jack very well.
Both available.
Hellmuth trying to go for the bounty. He's not going to get it through. Doesn't look like this time.
6.
And he's going to bet 600 here.
A new toy called a snowbike. They invented it effectively this year. It's a motorcycle that they converted into a snowmobile. So it's basically a motorcycle with these huge threads and
No.
wheels. It's
Scott
just
Ball's
one
going to
big
call
one.
here.
Up kings and queens.
Yeah,
That is sick.
it is so sick.
Snowmobiles they're
Turn is a
disgusting
jack,
Yeah, this is staying on the
and Ball's got a straight.
Yeah, I mean, I almost killed myself on one. I
Oh,
was,
we're surprised. You with machines just don't go very well together.
I went over like a jump at my buddy's place in upstate New York.
I'm all in.
All in.
Hellmuth bets, and Ball's going to move in.
Looks like you're gonna win.
I'll show you that one. Yeah.
I'm Annie. Annie blind. Strada.
Betting on 5.
See, I went over this jump, but it was like.
So Poker Night in America's
dudes
next
built it. It wasn't like
cash
the
game
professional one.
streaming
So
will
I
be
went
at
over
the
it, there's,
Turning
no
Stone.
landing. And the first time was
That's
pretty
true.
good.
August
and the second
18th.
time I gunned it.
7X and
And
And I went
19th.
way too high.
Or
and I
excuse
came
me,
down
I'm
to
sorry,
an
August
angle,
7th
Hey,
and 8th,
And I
Race.
smashed
and then at the
my
Seminole
face
Hardly
so
a
hard
house
on
game.
the
August
steering wheel.
18th and 19th.
Apparently.
I
Apparently
cracked
not
my
in this
goggles.
house
If I
game.
wasn't wearing
Not in this
goggles, I
house.
Won a
would've cracked
lot
my
of money in
face.
house games.
Wrong house.
But cracked my goggles. And I was just shaking. That was the last time.
I sent the email about that. It'll be done.
It will be done. Can you say it like that? It will be done.
It's something that I can't fix. Someone else can.
I don't know what you're even talking about.
Something that I probably should know how to
Okay,
fix, but I
Jason.
just don't know
I
how.
don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't matter. I just like the
No
tone.
problem.
Basically, anytime there's anything tech related,
Ace deuce 10 here.
Someone else.
I'm done. Don't ask me.
Turn here is a jack. Somerville's going to bet.
7.
Man, I'm hungry now. I should have ordered with you guys.
It's like 700.
So, all right, Phil, let's get this right. So you slept for a couple of hours, or you didn't? You just
3
stayed
hours.
up. So you slept from like 1 until 4.
Yep, woke up at 4 exactly. Set my alarm for 4. I had a bowl of cereal. I had my clothes all set up, and just went straight to all
I mean,
American
if you're
Babes.
going to be that precise, what kind of cereal was it?
It was
And he's going to get
the
Randy
original
Lou off the
granola
best
they sell
hand
by
tier,
those
betting
Ezekiel
700.
Whole Foods.
Okay, like you
Those
said.
Played it
little
pretty tight here.
That's right. The grind began both of us
I like
very
2%
quickly today.
whole milk,
As
and then
predicted.
At 50%. The other, I like quinoa.
Gotta start off down.
It's like a
This game
quinoa
isn't right if you
blend.
don't.
No, exactly. I wouldn't feel right if I wasn't down to start the game for the first 6 hours.
And that's a lay down that we probably wouldn't have seen Randy Lou make at the end of last night when they were playing six-handed.
No, I can't gamble.
What if
that
I give
much.
you 25?
Interesting to see how the image of
If
players
you guys get
change,
to 100, I'll put it on.
especially playing full ring no limit.
That was a very reasonable price. I love this. I love this.
Antonio's gonna scoop the whole thing. We're gonna wake up with junk down here. I would like either aces or deuce 7. They'd both be super nice.
Dan O'Brien here raised to 1,300, 9-10 offsuit. Esfandiari playing the queen to deuce offsuit. Dan flops a gut shot. Makes a C bet.
So what is this place in Manhattan? I'm supposed to go drinking tonight. Dream Hotel? Anybody heard of it?
I don't know that one.
Doing the
You're in
charity
Manhattan
thing.
tonight?
I'll
And
be
is
in Manhattan
Antonio
in 10 hours.
thinking
Do you
about
have that
doing
charity
something here on this
We're
king
gonna raise
high
a lot of money
board?
for
No,
education reform tomorrow. Yeah.
thought about it
Dream
for a
Hotel's very
second.
cool.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Antonio's the one that knows.
Yep.
So that's where I'm going tonight.
Dream Hotel, never heard of it.
In Manhattan. It's supposed to be a pretty nice spot.
Right.
Where in Manhattan is it? Do you know? Like what part of town?
No idea. Where is it, Antonio? Lower, probably?
It's closer to downtown. It's like low town or whatever it's called.
Low town?
Or down? Is that downtown? Yeah,
Probably, huh?
Midtown, you're thinking, right?
You mean the
It was like-
location?
You think it's Soho?
No, it's not Soho.
The meatpacking district, maybe, or something. That's
That's
where a
New
lot of the
Yorkers
best
have no
places
idea
are.
what you're talking about.
That's where I'm always at the meatpacking district. When I'm
Yeah, if you wouldn't even leave your house, let alone
I
go
like
to
that
New
fish
York City.
restaurant called Catch down in the meat.
Catch, yeah, I eat there all the time. That's
Yeah.
my favorite restaurant.
It's one of my top.
I mean, my favorite restaurant in Manhattan.
Favorite restaurant in Vegas?
Favorite Vegas restaurant? I don't know. There's so many nice ones here.
Straddle,
Yeah, this
straddle,
is really just
double
an unbelievable
straddle.
place to eat.
It really
Dan
is.
O'Brien's going to raise this up here to
It's crazy to me, like, how
700.
the everything's so fresh. I mean, we're in the middle of the desert, but the
Randy
fish is
Lou.
flown in that day.
In the
the-
small
like,
line, the ace
The Aria
jack
room
makes the
service
call.
is the fruit is
It's so
amazing,
good, yeah.
and I'm like, this.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the desert. We're in Vegas.
Whatever you want to pay for.
I actually really like John George's. One of
I
my
love
favorite
JG's,
steakhouse,
yeah,
but it's good. I also really like Javier's.
I was at Javier's last night.
Jalapeno margarita?
I had the jalapeno margarita. Oh, good call. Good call. Comes highly recommended and worth it.
Yeah, that's so way good. I had a couple of those. So it's good.
I had a couple of those last night.
Flop gets checked through, and Randy does not bet here on the turn with ace jack. He checks it again. And now Dan O'Brien will bet eights.
It's like got just the right amount of spice. So good.
Agreed.
Then you
And
got
Randy
the
Lou
hat.
calls.
I just love
River rolls off backdoor flush.
So nice.
Party's nuts,
Beautiful.
I work there, but I still.
And Adam.
I wear a logo, but I
You
love
work
it there.
What do you mean by work there? Do you have an actual?
Hey, I mean, I think I
deals
go do
on
the dishes,
Saturday.
right? I do more than you do
Check-
at Aria.
check
You work
here
there.
at
You
the
wear
end.
an Aria logo. You wear a logo too. I MC the high roller all day Saturday. That means I was on the mic for 8 hours straight.
We're really good at that.
It's work.
That's definitely work.
That's work, my man. You know that. That's what I'm doing in Manhattan Wednesday night. Sold out event. We're going to raise $1.2 million for education reform.
That's great.
$36 million I've raised for charities now.
I was gonna ask, and you too.
At events I MC.
That's awesome, Phil.
I charge for a lot of them, but I'm doing
Charge to host charity events?
Yeah, we think I'm going to fly to Manhattan for free. I mean, I got a busy life, kid. But they tell me they raise an extra $500,000 because I show up.
Yeah, I'm
Makes
pretty
me
sure they're
feel
about smoke up there.
Oh, that's great.
You can believe what you want to believe.
36
I'll believe
million.
what I want to believe.
That's awesome.
Almost every event I do picks up $1 million in one night. $1 million, $1 million, $1 million. You know that song?
You're right on key.
I know.
Lots of speculation on the monies I've made. Honeys
Wow.
I've slayed.
Oh man.
Jay-Z, man. You ever hear of him?
I've heard of them.
Okay.
A milli, and Phil's version is a million, a million, a million.
I'm not doing that Millie song. I'm doing an old school Jay-Z rap. $1 million, $1 million, $1 million. Lots of speculation on the monies I've made. Honeys I've slayed.
Wow.
It's Jay-Z, man.
Scott Ball raised this
Trying
one
to, like,
pre-flop.
You're trying to transition to the milli. It's a good song too, by the way. But
That would have been like the best interpretation.
And Phil Laak
850.
only called with ace
Oh,
king
come on, I
pre-flop,
do
and
Jay-Z
he will
pretty well.
call Scott Ball's bet here on the flop of Jack Deuce 5.
I've done it on the mic in front of Jay-Z.
That's how I was.
And he said, Phil, that was pretty good, Phil. And I was like, Jay-Z said it was pretty good. Antonio knows he was lying, but I'm like, yes.
Turn here is a deuce, 2 flush draws.
14 and a quarter.
And Laak is going to bet here. He says 14 and a quarter. I assume he means 1,400, although we never know with Phil Laak. He did bet 24,000 last night in a hand into a pot that was 3,000 on the turn against Randy Liu, and it is 14 and a quarter. And Scott Ball check calls. River here is a queen. Ball here still with the best hand.
I might have got deuce 7 on this hand.
And eights.
Oh, that's even better.
Phil's gonna check it back.
Paid it 200.
Should have shoved.
Scott will win.
Yeah, would have worked.
Phil doesn't usually have the third barrel, jump. He doesn't. That's not really.
He doesn't third
he doesn't
barrel.
have that.
Well, no, you mean
because
the
he never
fourth
leaves
barrel.
enough after the first barrel. Like his first barrel was like
That's the whole thing.
80x, so he never has enough left for the third barrel. But that time he had it, he just couldn't do it. He couldn't find it. Well, you told me to get new material, so I'm working on it.
Good. I love your new material. You could come up with new material every day and still be
Whose
entertaining.
straddle is it?
If you only had a little more confidence.
Jamie's?
This is a one round though. You started.
I need
it,
more
right?
confidence.
Oh.
I got talked into it.
Oh no, I thought that it was you were.
We'll go now.
We're committed.
Another round.
Committed for another round.
I'm pretty sure
I'm working on it.
everyone's down to straddles. So.
Race.
Not in your poker playing abilities.
And actually, here's some people in the
life.
Twitch chat asking about Sticky
think I lack
Rice.
confidence.
That would have been a pretty good idea to invite Sticky Rice into this game. I wonder if they thought of that. I'll have to ask Scott Ball at the break.
You lack confidence in your ability to come up with good
I wonder what Phil Hellmuth would have thought about Sticky
about
Rice
that?
in this game.
You disagree?
No.
I mean, I don't know if confidence is the word. I'm just maybe I lack a little creativity. You know, it certainly isn't confidence. Where's the restroom?
3 players.
Pair of eights was
Yo,
the
man.
best hand, Scott Ball. That's why I folded. I noticed that you had a pair, and I
You
didn't.
fired every street.
Really?
So
I was definitely blind river for sure.
That's right,
Ace
you
3
played
here
them
for
all
Laak,
yesterday.
Ace 4 here for Lou.
You
Check
were
through.
calling. But if you played them just the first 3 or 4 hours yesterday, you
No,
wouldn't have
you
called.
never called. Yeah.
Right. Phil, they got to see the depths of your sickness.
They saw some sickness.
Yesterday, check raise 800, bet to 24,000 on the turn.
Heads up.
That was wrong.
I got the job done, and Randy was like, why you buy the nuts? He's like, obviously you don't
Randy
have.
Lou bets 575 on the turn. Laak calls, and they will chop here.
Ace 10 do 6 or something.
Something like
Ace
that.
10 do 6. Boom. 800, check 824.
But we're probably going to see a bet here from Randy Lou,
It worked, though.
as the flop got checked through.
22,000 might not have worked. It had to be 24 maybe.
We are most likely going to see a check call here from Laak, as well as both players probably think that they have the best hand after the flop went check, check. And Laak is going to slow roll a chop here. How long will he take to slow roll this chop?
What are we waiting
10
for?
seconds. Oh, there it is.
Antonio just
Took me that long to figure if it was a chop or not. That's what happened, guys. Otherwise, I would have snapshot it. But I was like, wait, this might not be a chop. Let's see. So we both have there's 3 cards.
I believe the fact that
above.
it takes you that long to calculate that's not a chop is absurd to me.
And then I just
realize
guessed.
there's-
I didn't even have the answer yet, but I was like, I might as well just guess at this point. And then I just threw out a guess because I thought, no, honestly, that's how it happened. I was like, well, at this point, I can turn it over and be like, if the dealer pushes it all up to Randy, then I'll just know I lost and I'll act like, well, I'll just show him that I had an ace, you know. So I had it all covered. That's what I was thinking, you know. I had it all covered.
That's right. We heard about this yesterday. That's right.
I'm sure confidently enough, maybe not the best friend after it.
Of course, you play the best 5 in your hand and hold them. It doesn't matter which 5. So ace 4 and ace 3 played the best 5.
They definitely
And the 4 and the 3 did not play. And that's why they chopped
But I
there.
also love it.
I'm getting better
Because
at that stuff.
the 4 and the 3 in their hands did not
You
play.
know, it's a shot on that.
Who else has won like 7 million playing no limit but can't determine whether or not he's
It's a chop or not.
that fuzzy
See, I should
logic.
work backwards from the pair of aces. It's easier to find the solution. When you work upwards from those cards or above the 2 and the 4, and then you've got to then make the pair suspend. It's like carrying the 3 when you go like 9 plus 4. You got to go, okay, carry the 3. You know, it's like carrying from the bottom up. It's not as easy. You got to start from the top down.
You had one of my favorite lines a few shows back. I reverse engineered the hand, you said. I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Two players.
It's not like you have to open a
You have like
computer
4
to reverse
K left, 3
engineer
K
a hand.
left?
A little more than that. I have 4 in yellows alone.
Esfandiari here making it 1,400 with ace king. Somerville with pocket 8s calls. Elky and Scott Ball are out of the hand. We're heads up here. Ace king against pocket 8s. 9-5-3 with a couple of clubs. Those yellow chips are 1,000s. The blacks are hundreds. The greens are 25s and the purples are 500s. And Antonio bets 1,200. 1 yellow and 2 blacks. Doesn't look like Somerville is going anywhere. He makes the call. The turn's a 5. And this pot is 44.50 here. Is Antonio going to continue
About 5K.
to put pressure on Jason Somerville? Somerville only has 5,000 left here. And Antonio's going to shut it down. He checks. It'd be one thing if Somerville had, say, 20, 25,000 left, and Antonio thought that he could bet the turn in the river.
Still in Italy?
Nope, she got back. She actually, she's in Vegas right now with me. And you might see her.
Jay Carver, Jason Somerville, the #1 Twitch poker
You
stream.
guys don't like to play in the same game at the same time?
And Jay Carver is all in.
I love.
And I don't think Antonio's going to convince himself to call here with this one with ace-king like he did against
Can't say enough.
Randy Lou.
Deserves better than you, but you know.
52
True. It's true, I just got really lucky.
5,200 is the bet.
She's like the sweetest, nicest.
The graphics
and
say it's
somehow cool.
66.75, but it's
Yeah.
5,200. That's what the dealer said.
That hat.
Antonio's getting about
Going
2 to
be
1, but
professional
remember,
poker
this is a
modern day
3-bet
equivalent, running
pot.
off to join the circus.
Oh, yeah, I read that one. Yeah,
Jay Carver raised,
Yeah,
Antonio
Straight
re-raised.
2-3 on a 4-5.
Somerville called.
I heard.
Bet and a call,
She got unstuck.
check,
From
and an all-in.
$250,000 on that first.
I heard it was like the very first hand she raised with deuce 3 on
What do
the
you have,
gun.
Mr. Somerville?
And it came
Unless
4, 5,
Somerville
6,
had
and you
ace,
lost
queen of
100.
clubs, I just can't see Antonio making this call here.
250 because Doyle at 7-8 the big blind.
Yeah, and then she reloaded and got unstuck. I'm so proud of her. I was like, oh my god.
Tough lineup.
I'll tell you what, I played with her in the 6 max at the World Series of Poker.
And he
That
does
was her
call
game,
with
man.
the ace-king. Wow.
Good.
Well,
So
at least
far.
Antonio has some outs here. River's a 5.
That is her game.
Yep.
Did you reload it all, Jay?
I bought it for 5 more, yeah.
Okay. Thought we just ran up
Bro,
that
she-
nub.
She got a bunch of my chips in the 6 max. She was just playing tough, and she almost won the thing. She's playing good. She plays all the time. She's getting better and better.
Yep.
Playing with all these.
We were thinking of pulling an Antonio and actually studying the game. I read on the internet 3 days ago Antonio decided to learn. Did you guys not see it? It was on F5 Poker.
I didn't see it.
Antonio starts to learn how to play poker.
I thought he was gonna remain
that-
stupid the rest of his
No, it
life.
was- it
You know,
was
he was
on-
gonna coast on the 18 million he won and never learn or get better.
No, it's on.
Because why bother?
Joey, Chicago Joey
A
made
guy
a
like
podcast.
me, no matter how many hold'em bracelets I win, I'm always studying and looking. Why not?
Chicago Joey did a podcast a week ago, and on minute 30, Antonio revealed that he watched his first, like, what do you call it? Those training video things.
Okay.
Right? Like about 10 days ago, which was 7 days. So
What did you watch?
It was,
Confidential.
it was just for the show.
I only made it public that he started to learn because he told the world first. I wouldn't have ever outed him if he wanted to secretly learn.
Honestly,
you know?
I thought he'd never. I thought his ego was too big to learn.
His brain is just too smart.
You have to learn, Antonio.
You
You
don't
have to see
wanna
what they're
taint it.
doing. Yeah,
Do you know how much video time you're going to log before
You're
you
so much better than me, yet you won't play me heads up for a taser gun. Like, why won't you do
I
that?
told you, we
Because
can
no
just
one
go
can
play
win
heads
with
up.
that.
I'll go play heads up.
heads
I
up.
like playing 5, 10K a pop. I
Play
like to play
100K
cheap.
and winner shoots the loser with a taser
Antonio,
gun.
I have a question.
I want the taser gun
Jason,
bonus.
how many hours do you think he has to watch of videos before he learns something? Is it like
Here's the
10?
problem, Antonio. Your heads up
20
game.
minutes.
Jason
20
Somerville
minutes.
here with another big hand,
Here's the
pocket
problem.
kings. Scott Ball
It's
doesn't
like,
believe him, makes a call here with Jack
He's
8.
like Bradley Cooper in Limitless. He
Oh
just,
yeah, it's like limitless. The pill.
Everybody lost his supply.
Oh, he lost his supply of the pill. That's why he's gonna watch the videos. Antonio, let's watch Jason Somerville's Run It Up. It's fun, it's entertaining, and he talks about like abusing button power. It's great.
Antonio has been on there before.
That's true.
13.
I heard about the flip. He got me stuck the same number, and then I got it out just like
He had me almost for 72, I think.
He
Right.
flipped at
No, it's
36, right?
36.
yeah, you're at 18, flip to 18 each.
We were at 18 going to 36. That was
We
nice.
were at 18 going to 27.
Jay Carver, Jason
I
Somerville
started
bets
working it back.
1,300 here on the turn.
He decided if he plays this in the future, he's quitting at 18.
Can I get chips, please? Yes, sir. What am I in, 30? Yes. 20.
And Scott Ball releases.
Yeah, I've now lost 36K flips to both of you and the Laak. That's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool little story. Almost better than having 70K from both, to combine both of you.
Priceless story.
Priceless.
Looks like we've got
My two
13.
biggest-
Well,
or
looks like we
two
got
of my three biggest points.
16,000 viewers. That might be close to our high here over the last 2 days. We're playing 25-50 with a semi-optional straddle of 100, sometimes double straddle to 200, sometimes dead ante of 200,
This
sometimes
is,
re-ante of 100.
Right.
Brought to you by Poker Night in America and Twitch, and 888 Poker, Crush Live Poker, DraftKings, and Giant Sunflower Seeds.
The greatest we have.
This is a cash game. This is real money, not tournament chips. I'm Bart Hansen here, and we're going to be doing this till midnight Pacific time
You at least have to study to see what the kids are doing, right? Like, they get locked into one strategy. They all think this is the way to play. Every time they use the word standard, and then I have to figure out a way to beat their standard. That's why I look.
You figured it out.
Yeah. And all I got to do is go to the internet. Oh, this is their new standard. Okay, then I'll do that and this and this.
All in.
Elky's going to move all in here. He's got a double gut shot here. Double gut shot here to a jack. He only has 3,100. He's got a double gut shot here to a jack and to a 7.
Elky, is that gonna hurt me when I find out what you had?
No, it's not that bad.
Semi bluff.
No, damn, it's gonna hurt, huh?
Yeah.
It's not like I showed like
Even worse.
7.
9, 10.
I think we
9, 10.
6, 8, queen.
6, 8. Pretty good.
Why could you beat 9, 10, Phil?
Nice guy, the queen.
Thank you,
But
Vicky.
it's not funny with queen.
I can beat no pair. You had no pair?
No pair.
Oh, yeah.
Not a pair draw though. Not a draw. It's not gonna hurt that much if you want.
And we're going to get another
Anybody can talk him into like
dealer
a weird ace.
change.
I call him the queen 8-6 board. It would be Phil Laak.
Take a look here
Well, let me see. I think he might
at
have
chip count.
I call, but he didn't study long.
When he puts 50K with his jack, he puts ace 8. That's close. Yeah, one.
Now,
That's the bigger pot. The bigger the pot, the less they have.
Antonio is listed here at 38,000 in chips, which looks like it's the case. Was he allowed to buy in for more? I'm going to ask
It's a long
because
drive from Lotus, no?
he just lost several big pots. And we have it listed that it's a 5,000 min to a 20,000 cap, but because we've
I bet,
playing these huge
I bet they
straddles,
never
I
even
wonder
won.
if they've just taken the cap off of the game, which would make a lot of sense to me, because I'm not sure why would you even have a cap on the
This
game
time I can't even need
when
one.
we're playing 25, 50, 100 with these dead antes. So I wonder if Antonio's just rebought
I
here.
want to, believe me.
That would make the most sense to me.
Needle's always open.
Sorry, brother.
Yeah, but
He added 30,000. That makes a
Oh,
lot of
look
sense.
at that start
I
card
would say.
right there.
Added
Sometimes
20K
you're right,
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
high spade.
No, I wish.
not very often.
Good night.
Like I said, we'll get confirmation of that when in the break.
All right.
Try
I
to
enjoy
get
my
all the
Christmas.
rebuy information and the ups and downs.
All right, let's put some spades out there.
One day I'm gonna win.
4-6. 3-4-6.
Okay.
Okay, that's not that helpful for anybody.
Ooh,
I'll take that card.
Look at this nonsense hand we have.
you're winning.
Not anymore.
Again, we're
I
going to
have
go
a
for a
heart
little
draw. Anybody else
PLO
have a
flip
heart draw?
here.
Great for me.
That's a great card for you.
You have 8
Yeah.
nine?
Is there flush out there yet? No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
queen high straight right there.
That is a queen.
Oh,
high
me
straight.
too.
What is this self-squeezing?
I have so many outs.
So tilting.
Yeah, you
Wow,
can't
where are all the
self-squeeze.
kings? Oh, there's a king.
Aye.
Oh,
Why
it's
the
sick.
10? There's no 10.
Yeah, you owe me 1,000.
Yeah, but just no.
I need a king to chop. Yep. And it's dead.
Another 300 down the hole.
All skill. That's a
house
king high
for me.
straight, everybody.
You win again, Phil?
All skill.
Thank
I
you very
believe it when I
much.
see it.
That's sick if you want to put it on TV. You put it here. Not.
Not.
Someone was asking me in the live chat if I was going to be using this footage for
It's a skill, you know.
Crush Live Poker video,
Daniel
and I
has a
am.
skill.
Crush Live Poker, of course,
Daniel's
the
the
leading
best in the world.
training site for live
Having 2 6s.
training,
The guy has 10s,
crushliveboker.com.
he's
If you want to improve your live game, head over to
I know it's
crushliveboker.com,
not a
check
flip,
it out.
But for Daniel, that's like a flip.
Randy,
You can
double
use the
shadow?
code
All right, good
WSOP15
for you.
and you can get a free month.
Phil, put the 8 on, put the 16 on.
crushliveboker.com. So Jason Somerville's having another great day.
I'll never put the 8 on.
He's up at least
Put 16
10,000,
on though, you put on the 8.
which
That's
means
pretty
from
ridiculous.
yesterday,
No one value it.
up, I would say at least 50,000 for the 2 days. Randy Lou is
You put
up.
on the 8, I'll put on the
One time we were
Again,
playing in LA.
7,000 or
right, and
8,000 for the
Straddle
day.
went. We were playing 25, 50, won 100, 200, 400,
that was one
800.
time. This could be
Let me
this
finish.
Jamie Staples
And then
up about
one of
1,000
the
for
crazier
the day.
players in LA, whose name I won't mention, he just moved all in the dark. He put the live $17,000 straddle on. And I looked at Ace Jack of Hearts.
There's no option though if he's on it.
I looked at Ace Jack of Hearts. I didn't know what to do.
What do you mean you didn't know what to do? Are you insane? How do you not know what to do?
You have to lock with it though, that's for sure. We know what to lock
So
with
I
it though.
shipped with it. I put in 34,000, and Doc Sands woke up with aces behind me. It wasn't even like I didn't even have a sweat.
Hearts? You got hearts?
But I know there was the flop was like all blanks, and Doc just said, "Ha ha." No, he wasn't rude.
6.
Yep. That was our. That was one. There was a session in LA, and I was, you know, I was in 5K. I was up 30. It was going to be such a big day for me. What are you going to do? The live 17,000 was on. You know, I picked up ace jack suited.
It's not live if he's running though, right?
Well, whatever you want to call it. He was all in the dark.
Do it again.
Gotta defend it, right?
I'm with you.
The game was.
Randy Lou is going to defend his double straddle here with 7-4 offsuit. Somerville open with ace deuce
It's
of
aggravating
clubs.
when you're only in 5K and you have 35 in front of you. You feel like, oh, I played so good to get here. You know, you zip it all up. Now the next thing you know, you're losing.
I feel like I hear people frantically trying to get to your food, Antonio.
Is that the food?
They're eating your food, Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell?
He said yes. He said yes for the record. He saw the food. He saw Phil Laak going like this, and he ran over there.
Somerville makes a $1,000 continuation bet, and Randy Lou just gets rid of it.
You're not.
I'm big blind. I mean, like, bottom. Oh,
Yeah, it's big blind.
Never mind.
Big blind, yeah.
We gotta turn up Elky's microphone a little bit. He had some pretty funny lines earlier.
Phil's in for 200, right?
Phil, we got you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm on the 100 straddle.
One shadow.
Elky had some funny stuff.
You're in, Phil.
I hope they caught your line. I hope they caught a couple of your lines.
That one. Sometimes you have to get it in, but that was not one of those.
248. I'll put the 8 on.
You said this. Sometimes you have to get it in, but that was not one of the times.
That was like not even close to one of those times.
Philly was talking about
That
you.
smells so good.
Ace jack, whatever. Ace 8, I would have put it all in. I thought he had deuce 7 or ace 8.
And then, you know, I thought if you the shot, the board went out, like, that was pretty sick.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. He put you on weakness.
Careful, Phil. Careful, Phil.
And for you, ace jack for 15K is a little weak.
They never believe me, huh, Phil?
If you think the shot was pretty witty, though. You can't really chop.
Whatever. I woke up with ace high. I got to get it all in.
Oh, man, one of these waters was mine. You know which one of these is yours?
No clue.
No, that's Antonio.
I love when that happens.
Just take down.
I know. Don't you have to think about it.
Usually I do 7.
2 weeks.
I know.
Even better.
Even better when you have these 7. You're right.
Just like 1 year away.
Yes, sir.
Antonio didn't get brown rice.
You know why?
They
They're
don't have
ordering.
it. They don't have it at Lowe's.
It's on you, Phil.
Okay,
You want a shadow, Phil, or no?
No, Hellmuth.
Phil, it's on you.
Hellmuth.
All right, just mark it, I guess. That'll be Steve if it's aces.
You're like, well,
I was actually gonna
put it there. Yeah, we could have done that. You still could. It's right there.
might be these.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me those two. I'll tell him what I
Yeah,
want.
give it to Antonio. It's cool.
Okay.
I'm throwing shit everywhere. 300. Mr. Locke, you're up next.
I fold.
You should show those cards too.
I fold.
My hero.
He already saw him.
Oh, he did? Okay. 800.
What's the day, okay? The day. 21st, right?
Wow, wow, that smells so good. Shrimp in there too?
I just threw it in here.
Is there some food here for me? Thanks.
That's Lotus. So they have
Thank you.
they have duck, right? Yeah, they do. I like their duck curry a
That's
lot.
fine. The bowl, anything work. Thank you so much. Is there utensils here? Okay, there we go.
And they have that what's that soup like Tom something?
Tom Yum Kai?
Yeah, Tom Yum Kai. It's a good one.
I love Tom Yum food.
We kind of know how to cook, man.
Yeah.
That's for sure. A little bit of rice, please. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Chowder's
sure
not
that
good? You like
Antonio
that?
here has
think chowder's number 9.
rebought
Really?
for at least
How many
20,000 more. We think
Yes.
that he's stuck.
Double.
try to get some ups and downs of how much people have rebought for coming up for you soon.
Eight. Beep. Beep.
Oh, here comes Jamie Staples, Poker Staples
Capped ranges,
on
queens
Twitch.
and up and
He's
deuce
got the
seven.
7 deuce.
Tough.
The deuce 7. Phil Laak called it out.
Because you might just get picked up for 200.
Phil Laak called it
Oh,
out.
thank you for defending.
Who called you down with eights?
Is Antonio straddle?
Yes.
Dan O'Brien's going to call here at Pocket Jacks. These guys look like they are eating Lotus of Siam, one of the best
Oh,
Thai
dude.
restaurants in all of Las Vegas.
All right, guys, I'm back.
The food is delicious. Thank
It's
you,
had
God.
some tom yum gum. Feel how
And
he's
Nolan.
Terrible.
devouring.
Pretty bad.
Terrible? Whoever. Terrible call?
It's terrible.
Dustin.
Terrible.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dustin.
Top set here for Dan O'Brien.
Sometimes you just have to get it in.
That wasn't one of those things. I mean, I feel like it was.
That wasn't one of those times.
For most of the table, then Antonio asked us to rate feel like play from 1 to 100. And the highest
I got low scores there.
13 was the
You got a
highest.
13?
was the highest he got.
Okay, wait, to set it up for the viewers, Elky. He put in $15,000.
But can you please listen to how the hand went down?
Yeah.
I heard.
I mean, do you really
Phil
get it?
Laak stuck in $15,000 before the
but
flop.
I think
Ace
the-
jack.
Well, he had no
The
fold
action-
equity.
The action's
And
important.
sometimes you just have to get it in, Elky.
Sometimes. But
Yeah,
one of those
but it wasn't
times.
any ace. It was ace with the
That
face
was
card.
one of those
That's what
times.
they're
I love
missing.
that line.
Especially because Antonio
I wanna
made
hear that
like-
a few more
Antonio made
times.
it like 82, 82, right?
Yeah.
So he goes like limp 100, Antonio makes it 500, Phil Lack makes it like
45, 50.
You don't get the nickname POW by just folding that stuff. You know?
Yeah, and then he makes it 8,600, exactly 40,000, 50 more.
and then like no chance Antonio can fold ever. But he puts him on ace 8
On the
though,
videos,
so
they don't say to do that.
it puts him on ace 8, so I mean, wanna go.
I thought in the videos that's what they're encouraging. They say be aggressive.
B-E, aggressive.
Get it in with ace face.
300.
Man, I don't know. I'm just such a fish for not ordering. I had just eaten.
Oh, American's gonna be here in a little while.
I feel nothing. Of course you don't.
I was just letting you know. 1450.
When are you going to Toronto?
First 2 weeks of August at some point.
Randy Lou
Depending on some other plans.
And then
picks
just,
up
That's it. You're going
Ace
for a
King.
long
I'll
time.
be there until I come back to do the event in October, and then
and a fork full of pad thai. He makes it 1450 on the
4
button.
months close to
How
it.
much time a day are you spending on your Twitch channel?
I average 6.5 hours a day, and I did the 80 days in a row in the spring. Every day, Phil. 12 o'clock, I was on runnitup.tv every day. 12.
I think it's great. I heard everybody loved your channel.
Thank you. Yeah, it was awesome, man.
I heard great things.
Thank you, Phil.
Doesn't
What?
surprise me though.
I appreciate that. friend.
Why don't you go to Vancouver? It'd be easier for me to come hang out.
Well, the time zones for the Europeans is so much easier in East Coast than
It's true.
Pacific time.
You don't want to get up at 9 a.m.
I do not want to get up at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Noon is fine.
You
But
start at noon every time?
I start at noon every day in the spring. I probably won't do that again in the fall though. But well, it's hard when you have to do meetings with people in Europe.
don't care.
So I'm
It's up to
doing
everyone.
calls before the stream.
You guys want to make it a permanent spot?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I object. I object.
Surprised Hellmuth hasn't objected, but he was yesterday. But now we're going to
It's
play
double the ante too.
25, 50, 100
I mean,
We
with
played 200 yesterday all day. That was fun.
should be
But
400 ante.
200
This
ante.
is a guy has 50,000 in front of him buried.
yeah, really.
Have you ever noticed how the guy who's losing wants to kick the stakes up? Have you ever noticed how the guy who's winning is tired and has to leave?
I mean,
Oh, my wife
have
just
noticed
called. I'm up 50,000. My wife called. I have to go. I have a meeting in the morning. I gotta go. But if that guy's stuck 50, he's there till 8 a.m.
that's for sure.
He just texts his wife. not coming home.
Welcome in, Jamie.
Here we go. Is your first flop of the day over there?
Come on.
Looks like Dan O'Brien raised it with deuce 7.
Excited for you.
Deuce 7. The deuce 7 game is on, and Phil Laak just called with ace king. Just flatted with ace king. That seems to be his MO with ace king. And we're going to see a multi-way pot here.
Knocking my chair over. You got him?
850.
Dan O'Brien flops middle pair, bets 850. Phil Laak just mucks ace king. Somerville has flopped an open-ended straight draw here.
It is. Love touched. Yeah, but it's been a while.
And Jason Somerville
During the series, I
turns a straight.
And they have such good food options at Aria, too. It's like, why do I have to go anywhere else?
Seems like the last 4 or 5 times someone's tried to
Do not like that.
win with deuce 7. They have not been able to get it to win at Showdown.
We did a good job. We nailed everything, kind of.
And Dan O'Brien is not going to be able to win here with deuce 7 either.
That's good. That'll okay for now. What time is it? You ever watching on there?
It's 147.
So I asked you what time it is. You
Somerville
don't look at
bets
your watch, you look at your device.
2250.
The way we go.
Yeah, but I mean, you're like not in your 20s. Like, you forget you had a watch on?
It's not set at the right time.
Pay all that money for that watch you just never used the thing?
Yeah, I paid a lot for it.
I know.
You don't know.
Okay. Sometimes we get free stuff too.
And Dan's going to call. He is going to call
But I'm
here
willing to bet it's a pretty nice
with a
watch.
pair of 7s, and he is drawing dead. The river here is a 4. Brings in a backdoor spade draw and a 1-liner to a 6. Is there
There's a high
ever
probability I will,
a
I mean, I think
chance that he
that would
could
be kinda fun.
bluff
You are really
Somerville off of the best hand here? Is he
I
thinking
probably
about
won't. Maybe you know
representing
me,
a
so just
flush?
let me know.
Oh, no, that's fine.
probably do it.
No, thank you very much, though.
And it looks like he is going to go for it. It looks like he is going to bet here.
Lately, there's so much
Needed some
fun.
food. I'm so hungry.
It's cool when you motivate people.
I don't even know what I'm going to
Here he
talk about,
goes.
like, I went to a CEO, like a founders-only conference.
Had the nuts on the turn.
That was the best. All
Well.
these founders. And I talked about ego.
Somerville
After I
didn't have
finished
quite
off,
the
they
nuts on the
just
turn,
jumped
but he
out
had
of
the
their
second
chairs,
nuts on the
and I was
turn.
like, whoa, they loved it.
Oh my God. That was brilliant.
What?
You record this stuff.
So brilliant.
No, mistake. Should have recorded. That was one of my best. It was more impromptu, too. I had a couple speeches prepared, but I kind of just went off the cuff. What's even better.
4,800 here.
Make for the best ones, though, right?
Remember, O'Brien bet the flop. He check-called the turn, and now he's leading for 4,800 here on the river.
I figured those guys needed to hear about ego since they're all founders. All of a sudden, they have $300 million and $1 billion in their bank account. Managing ego is not easy. Some would say I'm not good at it either, but
I don't know. They don't know.
they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know. You don't see me. You know. Elky knows.
To be honest, it's hard to judge.
Seems like it could be a credible line here with a flush.
Yeah, you can't see it on TV, you know? They all
I mean, if Dan O'Brien had a hand like ace-jack, ace-queen, ace-king of spades, would he continue on
Yeah, the
with a...
public thinks I'm
Would he
like-
continue to bet here on the
Well, they're
turn, or would he
confused.
check
I think I'm a bad
on
guy.
the turn,
The poker world
picking up a
knows
spade draw?
I'm a good guy.
A lot of people might double-barrel the turn. Jason's going to call here anyways. He doesn't think he's good, but he is good.
Oh, is this bad news then?
And he will win it here with a straight.
4, 6. Nice hand.
Thanks, Dan.
You called it.
Yeah.
Oh, he called.
Was that a straight or a pair of 4s?
Straight.
Well, he couldn't
Did
beat
he show?
fours either.
No, I didn't show.
You
Couldn't
said
beat
nice
fours
hand.
either.
I could beat 4s.
Jason Somerville continues his crushing of this game here over the last 2 days. Got to be up close to 55, maybe even 60,000 now over the last 2 days here. You know, you got to wonder, is it really worth it at these stakes, at 25.50, 100, with a 200 ante, and the deuce to 7 bounty is only 200 a player? Is it worth it to try to win with deuce to 7? I mean, if you're playing deuce to 7 with a $200 bounty at a regular 10 1/4 game with no ante, okay, maybe. But at 25.50, 100 with a 200 ante, and let's look, for example, at the last hand with Dan O'Brien, and you know, you check call and then try to represent a backdoor flush against the guy with the second nut straight. Is it worth it?
And what my read is like?
Is it worth it to throw in a frequency of 3 and 4 bet bluffing with deuce 7?
Beep, 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 beep.
Esfandiari here with ace queen 10s for Scott Ball, and Elky with ace king.
That was right then.
My read is right.
Yeah, I think those can go back.
Yeah, feels good when that goes full 200.
And an all-in here from Elky. Esfandiari's 24-25 to call.
I'm not worried about the deuce 7 anymore.
Mike isolating.
Scott Ball here, too, with pocket 10s.
Super nitty fold. I'm not even afraid of Antonio, but I'm so afraid of Elky.
Scott Ball's going to fold. Antonio's pretty much re-raised there to ISO as well. And Antonio's going to be a 3-1 dog
Flipping
here.
one card.
So Antonio makes the
one card?
raise to get Scott Ball out of there with 10s, gets the best hand out. And Antonio's going to need some help here. Does not get it here on the flop.
Get a set of 10s?
Yeah.
Scott Ball would have flopped a set of 10s.
Oh, the nut straight.
River's a jack. And Elky's going to win it with ace king.
That's so.
Wow, that's.
That was one of those times I had to get in.
That was a good one. Understand. That's so tilting. That would have been a fun pot. Oh yeah. Queen 9 suited. I felt like you were super strong when you opened that down.
Obviously, you know, you can be results oriented because we can see the cards. I just wonder too with Scott Ball, if he's $6,000 deep, I'll throw it out there at you guys. If he's $6,000 deep, 25.50, 100 with the dead ante, raise, re-raise. Elky's been playing pretty tight.
And he's eating. He's supposed to be playing really tight.
You know, how effective, you know, maybe 60 big blinds effective, you would say?
raise twice,
Maybe even
and
less
They re-raise you twice.
with the
So you
antes?
tighten down your range. I knew you
Do you
would.
get in
They-
there with
they don't
10s?
think, like, there's no like,
Button,
there's
small
no
blind,
reading
big
ability,
blind?
there's no math, there's no logic. There's Antonio on tilt.
375.
Possibly.
We call it AOT. Antonio on tilt.
Antonio on tilt. Antonio on tilt. That's it, you know?
Randy Lou here's got pocket jacks. He's going to raise here to 375.
There's a song. You
I
know
don't
that
think
song,
I've ever been
Phil?
to a three very often.
Here I go again on my own.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's so out of key. Oh, that's
We're gonna have an entire musical collage you can put together between the rapping, the singing. We'll have it all ready.
going down that lonely road. Going down that lonely road.
Of course, I try to make a good fold.
What would I have to pay to have you sing at my wedding, Phil? It would be a get a solid appearance fee. So I get like
And
a small friendship
Antonio
discount for like
ramping up the
20K maybe,
aggression
something like
now.
that you would do?
And these guys
'Cause that would
are
be an
deep,
epic, thing to happen.
about
I wouldn't say that.
18,000
That would be
effective.
great. You can do whatever you want. I'll let you be an open forum.
Just rap. Singing's just so out of key. That's such a great song by Whitesnake too. Just butchered.
31. Raise.
And a 4-bet here from Lou. From out of position.
Would you have re-raised if I would have called? You saw he was strong too, right?
Yeah, it was strong for sure.
Yeah.
If you call, I'm pushing.
And Antonio's going to call with the 8-4 suited. And we've got a pot here. Jacks against 8-4 suited. 63-75 in the pot.
Reads are always like helpful.
And that's probably not the
course,
flop
you make
that
it
Randy
20,
Lou
30
wanted to
million
see.
over
Ace,
pretty
king, 10.
But sometimes a good read's very costly. Sometimes a great read's costly. Someone raises, someone re-raises. You know that the 10s are good.
Check.
So you get involved, and then the guy with Jack 8 somehow shows.
Quick check, check here.
For sure.
Turns at 3. Randy's now checked twice. Antonio's not going to stab at it here. River's a 5.
Check.
And Randy has checked all 3 streets from out of position in this 4-bet pot. And Antonio bets half the pot. He bets 3,000 here.
But I like a lot of their stuff, so I ordered a couple shirts. And some of them were some of the most comfortable shirts I own. Really. I think it's actually, he has a long sleeve one with a hoodie. Like a long sleeve, like thin hoodie. That's such a comfortable shirt. I think I have 3 of them.
I signed with 3Bet because I love their gear too. And some of the, you know, I'm getting a little bit older, so I wasn't sure I could wear any of the tight looking stuff, but everybody told me I looked good, especially my wife. So now I
Probably
like
what's
the
going
shirt
through
that I
Randy's
wear.
head here is with Antonio check back an ace
My
here.
wife's opinion, you know, I mean.
Twice, and then value bet the river.
I can drink with Sam Abernathy, but
Could he have a hand like king, queen? And Randy folds the
only
end.
my way.
Antonio gets it done there with a half pot size bluff on the river.
The women of poker are awesome, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Here we go.
We have the Sam Abernathy's, the Liv Breeze,
Sit on that little bluff.
Maria Ho,
Should put the whole enchilada in
Tiffany
the middle.
Michelle, and the Vanessa Self.
I
Help
thought
me,
I thought I had more than I did.
What are you talking about?
Vanessa
Women in poker?
Russo. Vanessa Russo. Help me, help me, help me. Somebody will be mad at me. Phil, you didn't mention my name. I'm tired, you know.
Please. You want Somerville out. It's got to be the whole enchilada.
Oh yeah, Jennifer Tilly.
Tilly.
And you want to bluff with these 6 people. Or it's like a sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know, Todd. I mean, it seems like we're really filming some bad shows the last 2 days. Just the best shows we've ever made the last 2 days. I can't wait to watch these crazy idiots that I love that are actually great poker players, even though I'm calling them idiots. I can't wait to watch the footage from yesterday when they all went crazy and got the blinds and annies and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and Phil Laak going crazy. I can't wait to watch that footage. I'd like to say, we're moving on up.
Let's say
Oh,
flop.
you're doing 2? I'm doing 2. Ace, deuce, 3.
Okay. Oh, sick.
I,
All the
wow.
jacks are done.
Mouthpiece.
I guess I'm happy we're not on, Jason.
No, we're not on for this one.
I'm happy.
I think we're close to even, so I figured as well. Let's see a turn card.
Spade.
I was hoping for a diamond. Oh, never mind.
That's a pretty good hand.
Goodness.
Somerville.
Yeah, this is a pretty strong one.
Jeez.
What do I need?
Yeah, you're dead to me for or
Well, let me
close
see
to
if I'm
it.
dead.
Does I have 2 pair?
Oh,
Does
you're
I
on
just
your
lose?
Wait, I'm not dead. I need an offsuit 8. No.
These guys are doing a PLO flip here once again.
Let's go.
I got a full house.
I do too.
So sick.
Oh, 10's full.
Look at that hand.
Wow. Sick.
I'd really like to know if we can get word of how much money they're doing this for.
How do you miss that, kid? Phil wouldn't have missed.
You can see how much money is in that pot because it looks like it keeps getting bigger and bigger every time they
So
change the dealer.
basically, Phil,
As the stakes go
the
up.
last 4 flips, you win when she deals, and I win when he deals.
Yep, we're
It's
doing
kind of a
good.
good flip, yeah.
Thank you,
But
Vic.
Phil is going to win a flip every flip. So.
Looks like somebody just took a picture of Elky's hair.
Excuse me.
You have so much skill in those flips.
I have to have 2 sevens to play you, Laak.
Phil, if you really think about it, there is a lot of skill in the flips, right?
It's psychic flow.
For sure.
Because you have to somehow, right before she cuts, you have to like say something, and then she
jiggle the
misses by a
flop.
card.
Yeah.
You know, Brian would have won, but instead, like, it's 1 card off and Phil Laak wins.
It's so
Or he
true.
turns the other way and the dealer looks at him for a second, and then all of a sudden the cut is like,
Button moves over here
Butterfly effect, you have to
to
weave into it.
yeah. a lot of
Poker
skill in
Staples,
flips.
Jamie Staples.
Thank you for the food.
That was awesome food.
That was great.
He's back. He was a Rosie O'Donnell. Remember?
And again, word is that
Antonio's
Daniel
back.
Negreanu
300.
is going to be coming in here at 5 o'clock.
900.
Re-raise. 9 total.
We just saw Antonio 3-bet with the 8-4 suited and win it against pocket jacks in position. Here, he's 3-betting with the jack 4 offsuit against
No.
Hellmuth, and he's going to get 4-bet from behind
I played in like an hour.
by Jamie Staples with the ace king.
Well, for some reason I thought he might have ace jack. Hold on a second. Yeah.
Now, the graphics say 44.75, but it certainly doesn't look like that to me. Looked like a little bit shorter
It's like my
than
best
that.
hand of the day.
Well, maybe he's got another yellow chip in there, maybe 4,000,
Get Antonio to
but he's
play,
going to take it down.
Here, fishy, 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 fishy. There's no logic at all right now. It's just Antonio on tilt.
That's right. Every hand you open, I'm just gonna
AOT. Antonio on tilt.
Every hand.
Gonna have to narrow my range like Elky did. And somehow just have the ace king hold up. And somehow the board is jack, 10, 8, 7, 6, and Antonio somehow has none of it. None of it. Ace king high. Nice hand, Antonio. You're really playing good today.
I didn't see that.
I did. Really played good. AOT.
Oh, me and the great Laak. Come on, Phil. Don't give up on me.
Oh, look at that. He's not going to give you any action at all.
Well,
Because you're dangerously on tilt, and he wants to just put the
yeah,
stake in the
when
heart.
he's on dangerous tilt, he's firing 3 barrels.
Yeah, you want You want to wait till
And-
you have it,
and he-
flop a set, let him bluff
Well,
off
if he has
all
a set,
his
he's
money.
flopping 3. He's barreling 3 barrels as well. And if you hold on, you lose 25K.
Again, we are playing here 25.50
I said you flop a set,
Right, oh,
check
yeah.
to him
with
all
a
3 times.
mandatory $100 straddle now.
If he doesn't back
With a $200 ante.
Phil,
The
put
buy-in
four
is
on.
5,000
Come on,
min.
8-1 time. Let's get
There
this
is
game
no
going.
maximum.
AOT, I'm gonna avoid
I am
AOT.
Bart Hansen. We are on a 15-minute delay.
Come
I've never seen.
The green chips are 25, the blacks are hundreds, the purples are 500s, and the yellows are 1,000s. And I want to welcome you to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the Poker Night in America special Twitch cash game. That's right, this is a cash game. This is not a tournament. This is real cash money on the table. Brought to you by 888 Poker, DraftKings, Crush Live Poker, and Giant Sunflower Seeds.
Maybe you'll get even.
There's a look at Jay Carver, the #1 streamer in poker on Twitch, wearing his Run It Up garb, Jason Somerville.
You guys have good seats.
Yeah, you do.
That was stated earlier.
I finally was able to take advantage of my seat and get him to re-raise. When I had
And there's a
him
look
on
at
it.
Scott Ball, who works for Twitch,
They had to ship it.
professional cash game player from the Bay Area. And there's a look at
Remember how I kept
the
calling you
legend
down
himself,
with
Elky.
Ace-high on television?
Not really.
Oh, you don't remember that?
Make a bet here on the
$100,000
button with
buy-in
pocket
last week? Well, you
nines.
probably don't remember that one. I called him down with ace-high 7 times. I won all 7, and he finally just,
I'll bet that's
"Whoa, I
not
can't
true."
beat ace-high.
I'll bet that didn't happen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'll bet you didn't
I
call me
called
with
it
ace high
at
and it was
least
good
4
7
times.
times.
It was
and it was good. I'll
good. It was
bet
at least 4
So
times.
4 and 7 are significantly different.
How much you want to bet on 4? The
And you
actual
called
number's
me on the
5.5.
number with ace high and
Yes,
it was good.
yes.
Okay, how much? Just say a number.
Well, let me think about it.
Go ahead.
It's got to be at least 4 times, right?
You're talking about the celebrity shootout?
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
And
I'll
Randy
bet you
Lou here
20,000.
is going to check raise.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I'll bet. Wait, okay.
It was actually
No, I think I'll bet
Elky,
that, but I'll
excuse
also
me,
bet
that
on three.
bet with the
Now you want 3.
5-6.
First it was 7, then it was 4, now it's 3.
No, I
You know,
would've bet
5-6
three.
That's
clubs.
50% of your original statement.
I actually think it happened 5 times, but I'm going to try
But
to
you
get
wouldn't bet 4
40,000.
of 20,000.
Well, because I like a
Elky
lot.
bet here with
We can
middle
bet like
pair,
20 on
and Randy
three
Lou's
and
going to
20 on
check raise
four.
here with bottom
You
pair.
can just hand me a stack of yellows now.
Scott Ball's
can't
got the
win.
best hand here with 9s, and he's going to have to get out.
Whatever.
The first
By the
hand.
way, you know, it would have sounded good if you just led with the strength and say, you know, I think about less than a month ago, I called you in a $250,000 tournament or $500,000 tournament. 3 times with ace high, I was good all 3 times. If you just led with the truth, you would have been silent. The viewers at home would know, wow, that happened? Because when they don't hear the retort and the peacocking,
And
the
Elky
viewers at
calls.
home-
He does not
well,
buy
the
it.
ones that will watch will actually see that it was probably 5 times. But Antonio doesn't remember we played 7 hours, so
oh my God.
I'll probably bet him on 4 too. Is it offer stand still? I can think of 3, and I think there might be 5.
Yeah, well, I mean, how about we just
He
stop?
was so
how about we
mad. He's
stop-
like, you can't. He said, I said, what? You keep calling me with ace high.
Randy Lou
did
not
that.
really
bet
representing
you
much
did
on
that?
this board. And that's probably what Elky is thinking here.
That's what I would
10-3-5
do.
rainbow.
Not quite like this, but he's like,
Elky has a
what? I can never beat
5,
ace high. You're
so
never
it's
gonna fold to me.
unlikely that Lou has a set unless it's a set of 3s.
I just limp in with ace 4
Elky
and the
just
small blind. and
did it with the 10 high.
Elky
against me
calls
out
the
of pair.
check raise, bets when check to him on the turn, and he
pair
takes
that
it
hand.
down. And Scott Ball
I
folds
had
the
better
best
than a
hand.
bottom pair, though. I had something.
You folded an 8? Wow.
Somerville, it's your straddle. Phil, you got to put the 2 on. I put the 4 on.
I will not put the 2 on.
Come on.
Here,
I got
here's
it.
a quarter.
Here's the quarter.
If I get $100 worth of, I'll do it.
Randy will give you a quarter for sure.
Randy's in for a quarter.
Or Phil?
Of
Of course.
Phil,
Of course.
Of course.
Across the quarter.
Short.
Across the
You need
quarter.
one more. Jason will give a quarter for sure. There you go.
He doesn't want to do it.
I just want to do it just to
And
keep you
yet,
joking.
and yet he did.
I don't want to put it on.
It's on.
It's on.
It's on. It's
You got
on.
100, you get
I don't want to do it.
You can't back out, you said. Yeah.
You
Of
got-
course I won't back up.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
At least you got to do refunds if you're gonna.
Can we just get a do 7 now, please? Right
Do
now.
7 would be. This is a good time to get do 7.
Yeah.
It is.
Chubby, chubby.
Ship-o-matic.
No, I'm done.
Wow. Coming on the button again?
Strong.
Raise.
Very strong.
I've seen this before.
Dan O'Brien here with ace queen.
Folds on the flop.
Gonna re-raise.
I've seen this movie before. Like, just press the
On
rewind
replay.
button at home, just like everybody have TiVo.
And you can just throw out 3 different random
They
cards.
paid 100. They gave me 100 to put the 2 on. This is like a repeat.
Exactly.
They gave me 100 to put it on. Oh.
And here comes Antonio. Snap 4-bet and an all-in snap back in your face here from Dan O'Brien.
Please let me put
And a
the
snap
400
fold.
so I
I
can
had
bluff out
D7.
21.
From Antonio.
That would have been the sickest.
That was the fastest fold I've seen.
I don't like to
for a
waste
guy
time.
getting laid 2-1.
I don't like wasting time.
I mean, how much more did he have? 2K?
I respected Antonio.
He had 3,000 more. You were getting laid almost 3-1, and you snap folded. How ugly must that hand have been?
It was pretty
Or you must be AOT Antonio until didn't notice it was only 3K more.
Could have been.
I think that's what happened. That's really AOT. That's
Because
AOT.
the math was, it wasn't a lot more, huh?
No, we had like 3K more.
I'll reverse engineer it, Mr. Hellmuth. Let's
Yeah,
see.
of course.
Take
Pull
out
5,000 away from
24.
that. Pull 5,000 away from that, and the rest is a raise.
75. He has 8,500 in front of him, so remove.
24 plus the pot, so maybe like 3K.
5. Well, you know there had to be 5K
Plus
out
his
there.
raise. Plus his
So you raised
initial value.
3,500 more. So Antonio folded, getting laid. Almost 3-1, right? 2
Yeah, almost 3 to 1.
I think your ace jack hand was better than that one.
So he got a lower score than my
Your
4?
play is no longer the worst of the day.
All right, let's rate Antonio's.
found something.
Let's rate Antonio's last.
scored higher.
Elky here's gonna
Antonio,
raise
we're
it up
gonna
here
rate
to
We're
700.
gonna rate. We're not. To be fair, we're not.
Wow,
talking
I
about
get off the
Antonio.
beratement cycle for one hand.
But Phil Laak, to be fair, we're not rating Antonio. We're rating AOT.
Oh, right.
not
This is a
Antonio.
different guy. This is version. Yeah, this
Let's
is.
let's
Dr.
give
Jekyll
me your
of
score of that last play that he made. Give me your
AOT.
score.
getting
Well, you should know
2.9.
what I
was
had,
like-
right? If you had my cards,
It's like
it would
a-
make a difference, right?
Like a 18.
You gave it an 18. Wow, higher than Phil. What are you giving it, Phil?
Considerably higher than Phil.
I don't know how to score these things.
Well, Randy's going to give it a lower score than 18.
That's like a 2.
A 2? Because a math guy here, he called you a 2. But not, remember, it's
That's
not
AOT. It's not
Antonio.
Antonio.
It's
It's
AOT.
It's on you. It's on you.
Who cares? I want to finish this.
I'm gonna give him an 8.
An 8?
I give you a 13. So there you
Oh
go.
my
Rankings,
God.
Phil, play your hand, numbnuts. Come
No,
on.
I'm not quite a math guy. Oh, you don't like being
I'll go
whipped.
6. I'll go 6.
Right now we're whipping you, so let me finish the whip. I'm going to give you a 24 because I'm not quite
This
a
is
math
like-
guy.
this is way more
24 is
tilting.
pretty horrid. 22. What are you giving it?
Good TV. What are you talking
Another
about?
math
like
guy, it's a 6.
Not playing
Like a 9.5.
is
A
way more tilting for
9.5?
Antonio than
Oh, and
any
we're
of this
double
talk.
tilting him because we're not playing. What are you giving? A 4! Elky gave you a 4!
The best player
You
in the game
respect
gave you a
Elky's
4.
opinion, don't you? A 4. I'm going to lower my rating to 18.
I'm pretty sure he just didn't see that.
And he's mega tilted because he
It's
can't wait to
AOT.
throw 700 more away or
Now playing
2,000
again.
more away.
But it was
He's chomping at the bit.
because he wants
Wow, Hellmuth is really
But to
slowing
be
this
fair,
game
we're
down.
rating AOT.
Yeah, it's not Antonio. It's a different guy.
And
I
now,
don't think any of that'll make the cut.
surprise, surprise, he folds his hand.
Yeah, that's not going to make the cut.
And let's be honest, Randy's only a math guy when there's a HUD. When he
That's
doesn't do
true.
the actual math, when you see the numbers.
King 7-10 here with a couple spades. It gets checked around. Elky's got the best of it here with pocket jacks.
What was that? That's when Randy was a math guy.
AOT, he's not used to getting whipped. He's usually the whipper. This is very tilting for him.
This is like,
It's very tilting. We never see him playing this bad either, so it's
Right, it's
doubly
so
tilting.
rare.
He's so on tilt right now. I've never seen him play this bad. And we're calling it to the public's attention.
And
now you're talking
Antonio
about how he's
here
studying poker. I mean, it's
has
just
a
really bad.
double gut shot to a queen or to an 8. He bets on the turn, Elky calls, and now Antonio makes a pair at the end. And that might stop him
definitely like Tom Hellmuth needling. Yeah.
from bluffing at it.
Are you kidding? It's very rare to see him play bad.
Yeah, it's really good needling, I'm saying.
And it might go check,
really
check
hard
here, unless
for-
Elky might
can't imagine
put a
being
value bet
Antonio's
in here
skin.
with jacks.
All
The pot's
Antonio does is win. You
5,050.
heard that song? All I do is win. All I do is win. That's him.
Uh,
It's not.
Can I
It's
tell you how-
AOT.
Can I tell you how it really goes?
Check, check.
A million.
And that 9 actually might have saved Elky from a tough decision.
The money's made. Honey's played.
All I do is win, 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 no matter
what.
what.
That's my ringtone.
Oh yeah?
For real. You can take it away.
You can see that Elky is actually
fair,
up over
Antonio,
13,000.
You're rated. I rate you in the top 2, but not, I don't rate AOT in the top 2. of this table, okay, so you know, you deserve a little love because we're just so ruthless to you right now. But
It's okay. It doesn't hurt at all.
why do we all think you're lying?
I swear.
Man, when you factor in calling your raise, you have to think of Antonio on the backside.
Re-raise?
How much? 9?
Raise and a re-raise here.
Win no matter what. Everybody's hands go up, 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 and they stay
Phil
there.
Laak just mucks
And they
ace
stay
jack
there.
like
Oh,
it's
does Phil
nothing.
900? Wow, what does that mean?
And Hellmuth calls with pocket 6s.
Nobody's afraid, you know, this is such a good game. They'll just shove in behind. This is what I do. This hand is like, this is kind of what I do, you know. Him versus me.
O'Brien with 5-6 of clubs against Hellmuth with 6s. Check, check.
8.
Wow, and Hellmuth comes out and bets 800 here on a king, and he's going to take it down.
Wait, do it. No, of course I have.
And Laak would have mucked
I was thinking about showing
the
my
nuts.
2-7,
He did muck
Better is to
the
less.
nuts.
Never know.
where did Antonio go?
He's doing a business thing for a second.
If anyone missed the show yesterday, the replay
Yeah, that's more love than you're getting.
up
from
on
me.
the Poker Night in America channel on Twitch.
That's it. Only
Towards
'cause
the
I
end of
whipped
the
you.
night,
Only 'cause I whipped you.
when
Only 'cause you deserve
Phil
the
Laak
whip
mocked
that I applied.
7-deuce to Jamie Staples, he had the 7-deuce offsuit against Jamie Staples' ace-king. He tanked for about 2 or 3 minutes before folding, and then he went and rabbit hunted the deck, and I've never seen him actually in more pain because he would have made a straight.
I'm hoping for 2-7.
And it's definitely worth going back and having a look.
I had it once.
I saw a lot of
Oh my God. So many.
Yeah.
Speaking of 7-deuce, Scott Ball's in there with the 7-deuce, but Elky flops the nuts.
I like Jimmy.
Yeah, new one? Yeah, they have noodles, yeah?
There's one in LA now.
Is that what it is, noodles? Yeah, I had that the other day, actually.
My new. Addicted.
What do they make the noodles? Is it rice noodles or something? Or wheat or?
They were good. It's pasta.
What are you going to do when I leave in like 15 minutes?
Negrano's coming.
Yeah, but it's a 2-hour delay. Who's going to whip Antonio?
Randy will whip him in mathematic structured poker hands. So just drill him with the math.
His math is not good.
Your math good.
Daniel's math is really bad.
No, I was talking about Daniel. I thought he was talking about Antonio, so I was saying it's going to be your job to drill Antonio.
Drill Antonio.
2 pairs.
Scott Ball bets out here with 7-deuce. Elky just calls with the nuts.
I'm all in.
All in.
And Scott Ball moves all in to Elky's nuts.
A for effort, guys.
Oh, wow.
And again, 7-deuce goes down in flames.
Wow.
You flopped it too.
Thanks, Elky.
Yeah.
It was not hard. 5K more, please.
I don't know if this deuce to 7 is very good for the game.
What are you talking about?
It's not clear. It's not clear to me. You should have one of the kids study it and we'll get back to it.
Antonio set him up too. Antonio's like, I can't wait to have deuce to 7. I'm going to jam it in the
I can't wait for you to
What does he say? He has queens plus
They don't need to set me up. They don't need to set it up.
That's good as God. That's it.
Captain Long.
It was not.
It doesn't need to be set up, in all fairness.
To be fair, we'd have all lost a lot of money with deuce to 7 to Elky that hand. Except me, I would have raised big before the flop.
Yeah, that's how you handle that one.
You would have taken down before the flop.
Yep. Because I'm playing so nitty.
Scott's the straddle, right? So I'll
Yeah, I'm waiting to get.
Yeah, it's all good.
You're on the right.
What a game. I have this hand, and I have no option but to play this hand weird.
Cool. I feel very good.
Three.
Race.
I was like, well, if he doesn't have the nuts, he's probably going to fold.
Say what?
I'm just doing super squeeze, slow.
Here comes Antonio, 15. Here comes AOT.
Up in the flips. Get it how you can get it. Here's a D7. Get what you want to do.
Oh my God, Jason, why did you do that? I wanted to limp in and let him make it 700, and then I only have to put in 700 with the best hand. I don't want to put 1500 in with the best hand.
Well, Antonio's got a real hand here.
2 pairs.
But Phil is going to call. Oh, excuse me, it's Jason Somerville who's in there with the 7-5 of clubs.
It took Elky a really long time for you to call. For him to call too.
For sure.
On call. On call.
Nice.
King 4 deuce here with a couple of hearts.
Pointer.
Yeah, exactly.
And Antonio bets, and he'll take it down.
That's what it feels like to win a par.
I would have had to move on the flop.
I wouldn't have liked it.
Who would have? Me?
Me. I wouldn't have liked it.
I would not have liked it. But you may have called anyway.
Raise. 350.
Is it?
350 total. Raise.
AOT on a rampage. Elky, what's that game? What's that video game where the rampage? You have the big gorilla, like, and he.
It's called Rampage.
Called Rampage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like Antonio right now. He's a big gorilla trying to knock down the building.
Yeah, the other big stack too.
Right? Am I right? That's Antonio right now, rampaging.
We'll see.
Well, Dan O'Brien's flop top and bottom here. Esfandiari with king 9.
I check.
Can't believe I have to quit this game.
It's juicy, right?
It's so fun.
Look at Antonio. He's ready.
I have to go
It's
to
not
New York.
Antonio over there, it's AOT.
Yeah, he's ready to give it all to you.
Not
They
Antonio.
look so
If
similar.
we're Antonio, I
it's
just leave. But
They
it's
drive the
AOT.
same car and everything, but it's different
They
guy.
drive the same.
Dan O'Brien just checked calls here. He now picks
They
up the
live in
nut
the same house.
flush draw.
They like the same food, it's crazy.
Aces and 8s with the nut flush draw. Antonio's got a gut shot to a
They
jack.
even look precisely exactly the same.
Yep.
Looks wise, right?
Yeah.
Except AOT has a little more red in his cheeks. Just a little more red. Look at him.
And O'Brien's going to bet 1,400, really small. Not going to get a call.
Can I sleeper straddle here?
Yep. Kenny? Sure, right?
What's sleeper shadow?
It means if everyone folds to that action, then it instantly switches from random to a straddle, and if anyone does any action,
It goes away.
Yeah.
Oh man, I should object. I should say no straddles.
Why?
No, it's fine, obviously. No,
He's
it's
not
good.
going to object.
It
I'm
doesn't.
not, I'm just joking.
It doesn't.
There's zero
It's all
chance.
Antonio's a sleeper on.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't affect you anyway.
Sleeper
doesn't matter.
straddle.
So that's now a live
All right,
300.
there we go.
Live 300. Here we go.
So Antonio is going to sleeper straddle here, which means it's like a Mississippi straddle. The action's actually going to go in order, starting with Jamie Staples. And it's going to come back around to Antonio, and he is going to have last action. Jamie Staples picks up ace-king, and he raises it to 800. The rules in a cash game are a little bit looser than they are in a tournament. Usually, if the players agree, a lot of things
The
can
viewers say Phil Hellmuth needs to start streaming.
be agreed upon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to.
Come on.
So as
I'm
long as there's not
starting
an
August
objection,
4th.
they allow
There you go.
Antonio to
Do you have a
sleeper
channel name?
straddle or
You can tell the
Mississippi
viewers
straddle.
Right now?
I do
So we're
not
heads up
think.
here between
An
Staples
advertising missed opportunity
and
right
Scott
there.
Ball.
Probably.
Wow, what a
probably
flop
poker
here for
Brad
Scott
or
Ball.
Phil
Queen
Hellmuth
9 of
or
diamonds.
being
Pair
the
and an open-ended straight flush draw.
What does that stand for, being the greatest?
I took being the greatest on Instagram,
Check, check.
but I don't do it much. And then there's the being the greatest. Is the one that makes fun of me on Twitter.
1,500.
It's pretty good. It's a little cold sometimes.
I like the one that they do about Bill. Matt Lance does one about Bill, the limit player with the beard, but he hasn't posted it recently.
Bad Beat Billy?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's fun.
Man, he had a deep run in the main event, Bad Beat Billy. I said, hey, buddy, you're finally running good. You have $1 million in chips in front of you. I told him on day
1,500 here
He said-
from Scott
he said,
Ball and
Phil,
a
you
call
think I ever run good?
from Jamie Staples,
I
and
had
Jamie
set- I had
Staples makes
underset
the
10
nut
minutes
straight.
ago.
Scott
When I had
Ball's got
aces,
2
I
pair,
flipped
but
the
it is a one-liner to a king out
I
there.
said, you still have $1 million.
Scott
He
Ball
knows the game.
checks.
He plays a
Staples
lot.
here with
like
the nuts.
It's fun.
Yeah, fun guy.
Some of the best batters.
And Staples really kind of looks like he has ace-king. Checks
One of
back the
those clever
flop,
guys, right?
calls the turn,
11.
and now he bets the river. Really small on the river. He bets 1,100 into 5,000.
Hellmuth just had a giant to say on the stream. They don't know how great you play though.
So Scott Ball's getting about 6 to 1 here on this call. 1,100 for 6,150. He's got queens and nines. He loses to any king,
Nobody's
any
stuck
8.
around
He
here.
does make the call though.
That's good around here.
And Jamie Poker Staples
Is
gonna
it
take it
torturous
down.
to you every time
You
somebody
like the
takes?
river?
Good river.
Actually, we make the best of it.
Antonio, is it torturous to you every time
Is
somebody
that
takes a
on
minute to make a decision?
Not really. I really don't care. Life is too good. You know, I'm stuck in a poker game. This is, you know, it's okay to be stuck.
Yeah, I mean, looks pretty good. You got a stack of yellows in front of you. You got me on your right.
What's Antonio's net buying? 25?
Don't you worry about it.
I'm a little
He's
worried.
at least 50.
You think 50?
No, at least 50.
How much is Antonio in?
Don't
Is
tell
he
him.
allowed to ask?
People at home want to know. I'll tell you that. People at home are like,
Joe, this is a sleeper.
The people at home know because Antonio said it out loud recently.
Nice.
right now they're all typing their guesses on that chat box tonight. I think he is. It's more than 15, I think.
Re-raise.
Look at AOT. He can't fold a single hand every time he just makes a decision. It can be like 5-bet to him. He's going to study 2 minutes. You think I can squeeze
Trying to
the
find a way to
ace-4
put chips in
offsuit
the pot.
in there? Yeah.
I wonder if AOT sticks around longer or less as you stir it up and remind him and like tap on the aquarium and stuff. If you just left the
Yeah, I shouldn't
creature
tap him on
alone,
the
I wonder-
card
he
anymore.
might
Yeah,
rumble
just
a
let him
little
go.
longer.
Yeah,
It feels
okay.
like he's trying to correct.
Yeah, that's what I'll
He struggled. He probably just folded king 9 or something, you know?
I think he folded 4-5 suited. It killed him, I think.
Oh,
Probably.
that would hurt.
Killed him. I got his hand. I nailed his hand. I knew it. He would have put up to 800 in there, but 11.
So Randy opens here with nines. Jason Somerville 3 bets. 7, 6 of diamonds and a call.
That's your range.
Potential.
4, 6 of diamonds. Woohoo! Especially against the kids, you know.
The 2 wizards.
Check call here by Randy Lou with the best hand. Somerville here with a gut shot to a 4. Well, now Somerville picks up some additional outs. He's open-ended. Needs one of Randy Lou's 9s as well as a 4.
There's 3 waters here. I don't know which one is yours and mine or Jason's.
I have no idea.
And he's going to double barrel here as he picks up additional equity. Pot's 52.25 and he bets 2,200 here.
Oh man, can I see the river, please?
And Randy Lou's going to give it up.
Even showing the river.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's not a
good river.
I would have made 2 pair on the river.
And the river was a 4. Wow.
What 2 pairs?
The river was a 4.
4 or 5 of clubs I had.
Yeah.
River was a 4. Antonio had 4 or 5 of clubs. Whew.
I believe it.
And I would have won.
Yeah, you would have scooped it. Crushed me.
You check, I found it. You cry, you ball.
You win all the money. Off tilts, back to even.
God, I'm such a fish.
Folks, we're gonna need a couple minutes for them to reset something in the back, so if we get completed with this one hand, we might have the opportunity to do another PLO hand if you wish.
Let's go.
It's up to you folks.
Let's do it.
Are we on Somerville or no?
So it looks like they're doing, so I finally got to see they're doing $300 each PLO flips.
You got it.
That's what they're doing.
So you wanted 1,000 extra on the side? 5,000?
We should make a rule: no watching the stream at the table. That was a rule yesterday for the first
really?
half. Yeah, let's not do that. Otherwise, because I mean, I'm not sweating it, and I'm gonna have to if
know.
you're sweating it.
Yeah, no,
I agree. No one should watch.
Yeah.
This is the first hand.
It's one thing to
I
like
wanna
talk
do
to your
Let's just
chat.
show-
That's fine.
Let's
But
do it and just show our hands though. That's even better.
well, I'm cool with that too. But I think we should.
The hand is better after the hand.
Just if you win a hand, just show what you had.
Much better.
That way it's not like any stress.
Flip one of his guards. Yeah.
It's much better to just start the hand.
You guys want to try that instead, or?
Sure. You want to say,
Because
how
there's
about-
there's too many information portals. I'm getting texts from Jennifer. Oh, this hand, and then
Yeah,
then there's
that's-
also another room. You go to the
Well, that's
bathroom.
fine.
on
It's
it.
just you're on for 1,000, right?
Yeah, wrong. You want to watch it?
It's probably pretty close equity-wise right now.
Okay, I'll take the deuce.
Yeah, you're crushing the head with the deuce right now.
Queen's
You don't want to chop it?
Not right now.
Queen.
That's a good one.
Queens with a
Four?
king.
No hearts out.
Queens with an ace right now.
Just pull heart.
This could be a 4.
So again, we're doing Omaha flip as we do at every dealer change for $300 a person.
King flush.
Oh, king flush. is
King
good.
flush.
Ace, no.
Ace queen.
No,
Oh, queen's full win?
Queen's forward when yeah.
Queen's full would win.
We have 2 more minutes, or are we still?
I'm gonna double check. He doesn't
Todd,
need to be here. so
can you
I
get
could
somebody to
probably
give me a ride to the
Oh,
airport?
that's all right. I'll just
I gotta
step
go
up for a
now.
sec.
You want to do one more?
I ordered a limo, but
Sorry.
it's not there.
So that's a pretty considerable flip if you win that, you know. Playing 9-handed, you win 2,400. I think that might be the only time that Phil might have won the hand. He won 1 PLO flip, bought in for 5,000, went up to 7,400. Never played a hand after that. There
But I owe 3,700 from yesterday.
filled
Yep.
this out?
you go. 117.50.
I did, yeah. Well, I didn't fill all of it. I filled out just the basics.
And I think it was from that PLO
I
flip.
don't care.
All right, bro.
We're on a break.
Fun teasing. You're out? I have to. I have to be in New York tonight.
Not moves. Okay.
Phil, a
Can't believe
pleasure.
you're leaving. If you knew who I was partying with in New York tonight, you would be. It's
Why don't
true,
you-
actually.
Phil, why don't you tell
Can't even
us?
tell you the names.
We know you want to tell us.
I can't say.
You're in such great shape today, too.
So, are you playing?
Oh, you're out.
Nice to meet you, Phil.
I was informed today. Nice informed.
Pleasure, Phil, as always.
Yeah,
You got
Phil,
it.
had a lot of fun last 2 days. Good
Yeah,
luck,
it's
enjoy your
fun.
trip. We'll see you soon.
He says you're welcome. Through me. Thank you.
I need to go now. I notified you guys that I have to go now.
I think you gotta stay each other hand after.
So, can someone give me a ride? I need to be out now.
I mean, Phil is right though. We get random text, which is fine. I think like
And
marginal
yesterday,
information.
one of my
is-
contacts, I couldn't interact with any computers or text or anything. Today, I have glasses on.
I think
so
we should just do
can
the basic rule of not watching the stream at the table. Anything else, text coming through, that's all fine. But I think like
Way
having
different. We have to
someone
show
like
every
actually
single hand.
right, yeah, showing every single
It's
hand
pretty-
changes the game a lot.
It changes the game a lot.
So I think we should
Like if you're just raising pre-flop and you open,
Yeah, but who?
he's
I mean,
gonna-
who, we should
How
know
about 15
who
minutes
has people
after-
watching and knowing the cards. I mean,
How about this?
Yeah.
Watching myself.
Nobody's getting like an information feed of every hand, right?
There's,
I mean, at least I
there.
assume
What's
so.
it called? Elky has a thing up right
That's
there.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We should just turn off all the streams at the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't have anything.
Yeah, no streams at the table. Everything else is.
I've had like 3
whatever.
people tweet at me, but I'm not getting
That's what I'm
information.
saying. Like that's fine. But
How about
anything more
Elky? You
than
just
that-
look, but then tell everyone each
Yeah,
hand.
we can tell each other the hands after, like, whatever you want to do it.
Why don't we just show the cards after the hands?
Because he
I
might
think-
be right.
I think it
Because
changes
it
it a
changes
lot.
the game.
I think it changes it a
That's
lot.
it again for sure, yeah.
Right, but if we all have people that are going to tell us what that people have, it's the same thing.
Well, the whole point
no,
is
just
to
don't do
avoid
it.
that whole.
Okay, but
Sometimes it
then
works
let's
too,
just all put our phones away and let's all play poker.
Let's do that.
I'm cool with that.
I like that.
Turn my phone off right now.
Yeah, I
Can we
mean,
just turn 'em off. Is that cool?
I'm not gonna. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna.
fine.
I'm
I'm
not
not gonna turn my phone off.
but-
But I'm just
But
gonna tell
I
people
will
not to
promise
talk
I
to
will
me.
not look at the stream. Scouts on.
I have zero people watching,
messages,
by the
too.
way. I just, it's not fair if someone's getting hands and someone's
Of course,
not.
absolutely,
course.
100%.
My phone's off. 'Cause I'm definitely getting
See you,
ready.
Phil.
What's that?
I'm getting ready. People texting me, so I'm just turn my phone off.
Yeah, nobody's sweating the game.
It's not
for
like
me, so-
information I've requested. It's just like people feel the need to send me information sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not show and then just do it that way.
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't want
rather
to
just
show
turn
my
on my
hands
phone.
every day.
I got it. What were they waiting for? Them?
I'm waiting for them to.
Show me.
So like hold on if you wish or break.